She won your heart as the miracle worker. Despite her handicaps, she left behind a lifetime of achievements. And now, with the discovery of rare audio tapes found in a basement somewhere in New Jersey, Def Jam Records makes available to you Helen Keller Sings the Blues. A series of recordings from the 1950s by Helen Keller herself, wailing out a pound of sound. To order yours, have your credit card ready and call 1-800. Order now and get a bonus disc of duets by Marley Madeline and Johnny Ray.
It's time for the best pubcast around. Grab a cold one, sit back, and enjoy the show. This is Corner Pub Sports.
This is Lauren Hart from the Philadelphia Flyers, and you're listening to Corner Pub Sports.
Corner Pub Sports.
We'll do it live. Fuck with my shit.
What's going on, everybody? Corner Pub Sports coming at you here live on a Friday night. Got the Phillies going on. We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. Welcome to the show. Of course, if you're downloading the show on iTunes and Spotify, and someone else has got to do it for him,
Satchel.
Thank you.
Should be on a sheet.
And of course, if you're watching the show live on Facebook, YouTube, we appreciate it very much. So, yeah, it's we're one man shy, man. Gary's out for a little bit. Had some back surgery. Wish him the best of luck, and go fuck yourself, Gary. All right. What are we drinking? What do you got?
I got basically a quart of fucking Yingling here. I've been working on it for like over an hour.
Look at the size of that thing.
That's what she said.
Monster. Yeah,
You should have seen me getting
It's like
the
Paris
cozy
Hilton's dildo.
Yeah, it was like putting a condom on my dick.
Yeah.
it only fits halfway on.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. I got the Vault Brewing. There's one of them left. It's the blueberry drips. Drip, drip, drip.
That's why I ain't got no time for these women on my mind. That's why dudes be getting drips.
Blueberry puree and Madagascar vanilla creamsicle IPA.
Have you tried it yet?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
So instead of like an orange creamsicle, it's like a blueberry creamsicle?
Yeah, I'm not a big blueberry fan.
No, me neither.
Yeah, so it wasn't.
It's not a real heavy blueberry taste. I mean, it's like it's all right.
Yeah.
It's,
Joe. So Joe, we were just talking about the Phillies. Joe Ruffino said, I was just ready to tweet that Canada does not win the World Baseball Classic because their manager leads off with the slowest guy. And then Dinger, Schwarber goes yard. Yeah, Schwarber leads off the game against the Brewers here and takes it deep. And yeah.
And you know, on that, like, I was against it.
I'm
But
still not.
For some reason, it works for the Phillies. It works. He's got 102 walks, 38 homers. The dude gets on base.
Look, yes, you just said it. 38 homers. He's closing on 90 RBIs. You're not getting that from any other leadoff man in baseball.
All right.
I don't think.
Hey, Mookie Betts.
38.
Yeah, he actually hit his 38th last night.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So, Leeson, yeah, all right. That's fair. But it's a rare feat. But he's batting 187 or whatever he's batting.
But
yeah.
he almost makes up for that with all the walks.
And his on base percentage in August was actually really good.
Right.
He actually led the Phillies in on base percentage. So
it's unorthodox, but
yeah,
again, for some reason on this team, it works.
it's not ideal.
Mm.
It's not your. Let's go this. It's not your traditional way of going about it, but
I
look,
guess I'm so old school. I can't.
Wouldn't you rather have him coming up when guys on base though already?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. The bottom of the lineup's so good that a lot of times he is.
Yeah, and that's what Rob Thompson said. He's basically like, no, I'd rather get the pitcher on his heels to start off the game, or right off the bat. You know, this guy can go deep on you at a second.
I guess that's a good point.
And Joe just said it, but he's station to station. He needs guys on base, basically.
Well, he doesn't.
Yeah, because he can't run.
What difference does it make? He doesn't hit singles anyway.
Yeah, it's true. You're right. Right.
Well, the walks. He stays to the station when he
so
walks.
Was he got 38 homers and like what? 40 something walk, like 40 something singles,
40 something other base hits. Yeah,
other base hits.
Yeah. Because he's probably got like 2 doubles sprinkled in there. He ain't got any fucking triples. He ain't got any triples.
No.
Imagine seeing him trying to go for an inside the Parker.
Yeah, when he runs, don't he remind you of Ted?
Oh yeah, you said that.
Yeah.
Ted the bear.
The movie.
Bear.
Yeah, Ted.
Oh my god.
Dude, it's funny as hell. Because he's short and stuffy.
Right.
Joe just said, well, he'll get more fastballs with the steal threat in front of him. Yeah, so if you put Turner, at first in the first spot. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree. Like when they signed Trey Turner, I thought,
leadoff.
Well, now you finally got a leadoff guy. Put Schwarber in a spot that maybe he'll sit better pitches, but they haven't done it.
Well,
they tried it, but it didn't work.
Yeah, but Turner was also struggling earlier.
Now that he's playing better, you would wonder if he.
But now Schwarber's cracking the ball out of the.
So you can't take him out now.
Like
this is. I mean,
I think I was listening to Gargano. Like I've rarely listened to sports talk anymore, and I had Gargano on like during lunch one day, and he started talking about this, and someone else called in. He's like, "No, stop, because if it ain't broke, you don't fix it. It's working. They're winning." And he goes, "You know what?
You're
what?
Right. Yeah.
You know what, Bo? You know what? Oh, man.
No.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah.
He goes, you know what? He goes, you're right. I'm not saying. I just realized I'm not on the.
Where the hell are you?
Was I on it the whole time or no?
No, I don't know.
You heard me anyway.
Everyone heard me, but
we had like just a shadow guy in the background.
Yeah, they heard me, they couldn't see me. Sorry.
Man. Oh man.
He's like, you know what? You're right. I'm keeping my mouth shut until October. I'm not saying another word. And whoever just with him now, because it ain't Saltuna.
No, I think Saltuna's got his own show now. It's some other dude.
Does he?
I think so.
He actually, if he did,
actually, Saltunas isn't bad.
I like him.
Yeah. But Philly Sports Talk Radio. I mean, that's another topic. Philly Sports Talk Radio right now. It's
not good. Yeah. Maybe I should hide my screen again. I don't want to scare off our listeners, our viewers.
Oh, man.
Bo.
Oh, Bo.
The best is Martinez doing it.
Oh, dude.
He's going, what do you think, Bo? You gotta get Martinez back on. Yeah. But so this is it is a valid concern and point, and I agree with Joe, and I agree with pretty much everybody. Like, he's not a traditional leadoff guy, and again, you get speed in front of him, maybe things are even better.
I look at it like this, though.
They're still winning, man.
They are, and this team. Again, it's an unconventional way to do it, but this team
isn't baseball unconventional anymore,
right? And this team wasn't put together.
I don't get a baseball anymore
to move guys over and shit. Like, this team was built to hit the ball out of the park.
Well, Turner was supposed to move guys over. Stott, like there's a couple guys.
Well, that's the thing. I was, obviously we'll talk about the Phillies month of August, which was record breaking for them, third best in NL history.
59 home runs, man.
59 homers as a team. That's insane. And
not a comeback wins.
Not even like, what was it, like 17 out of whatever? Like, they had a lot of comeback wins.
It's wild.
So, like, they're not only like barely hitting over the fence, like they're cracking the ball, like upper deck home runs, like left and right.
Yeah.
Guys are not expecting. I think Marsh had a couple last week.
Harper hit one the other night that was 115 miles off his bat.
Jesus.
115 miles an hour.
Yeah, he's got that violent swing back.
Yeah.
No, I didn't watch.
Yeah,
I didn't
he
watch enough of
certainly
the
has.
series. Otani's got a violent swing, kind of like Harper.
Oh, dude,
He does,
he-
but you could tell. Like you could see it. You could see.
he's
he's
not the same.
no.
after the
He's
injury.
not.
But yeah, he
Oh,
does. He
like
might,
it would have been the same, or like it was even worse. Like
He
there
may
was
have-
more-
Right, like since that, like he hurt the elbow, like it's his swing's not the same.
he may have more of a violent swing than Harper.
right.
Like he swings out of his shoes.
Yeah,
It hurts. Like watching him,
Yeah.
it hurts. It
Yeah.
hurts. Like your head. Like man, I couldn't. Yeah, I don't
Wow.
know.
yeah, but I mean, he's
It's working for him.
it's working.
He's got
yeah.
44.
Yeah,
know?
so obviously he's swinging out of his shoes, but consistent enough to.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
He's an incredible player, man. And obviously, it's worked for Harper. I mean,
Yeah,
even if he doesn't hit it out, he's hitting the ball hard. Up the middle or down the line or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. He's always hitting the ball hard. When
Yeah.
when do you see Harper ever hit like a looper?
right.
Like he's making solid contact all the time, man. So
yeah, like you said, when you swing that hard, it's hard not to like.
well,
it has
here-
to come off the bat weird.
here's Callie. Callie checking in. Saw a stat today that blew me away. Schwarber has struck out 172 times this season.
Yeah,
God. Tony Gwynn, I think, has struck out 182 or something
In his career.
No, in
Really?
the entire decade of the 80s
yeah,
and the 90s. Going, yeah. So
it's wild. Yeah, I mean he is.
oh, yeah,
In the
90s.
90s,
I'm sorry,
160 times.
the 90s. Yeah, I was close. Off by a decade and 20 strikeouts.
On the Tony Gwynn thing. So Greg Mack's is on record as saying now
Oh,
I'm gonna mess with
I've
you. All right.
I've seen
So
this.
he said, movement on pitches is more valuable than velocity.
Right.
He said, if I can put a pitch in a spot, I'm gonna get you out. And it worked through my entire career, except for Tony Gwynn. That motherfucker, I couldn't get him out.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what he said too.
Fuck that guy or something.
Yeah.
Like that. Something. Yeah.
Yeah. That was Maddox to the Gwynn family.
Mm.
That's right. He's not dead. Kirby Puckett is.
Yeah, Kirby Puckett.
Kirby
Fucking
Puckett's dead. Yeah. Look at
Oh my eyes!
didn't we talk about this the other week?
What, Kirby Puckett?
Yeah, we were talking about his eyes on the show. My eyes! We did. Yeah, we did.
I don't remember.
Yeah, like 3 weeks ago we did. Oh, we were gone. But
Yeah,
we were talking about that a couple weeks ago.
Kirby Puckett died, huh?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
like 15 years ago.
I forget. Dude, I thought Bob Barker died 5 years ago too.
Well, there's a lot of people.
Price is wrong, bitch.
Yeah. Oh, and Callie just said, yeah, remember we had Tony Gwynn Jr. We sure did.
Wasn't his dad.
Oh, yeah.
Nah.
No, definitely wasn't his dad. No.
Nope. Joe Ruffio, guys throw today. Only a handful actually pitched. Velo is the key for needs. He's right.
Yep.
He's 100% right about that. So, Callie wants to know, hey, Mike, did you hear that the Titanic sank?
Yeah, there was a movie about it.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
That's right.
He beats pucks.
So random.
I know. I gotta sneak in these new ones I got. I got a couple new.
Is that Kevin Harlan?
Yes, it is.
He beats pucks.
So I want to keep this a surprise.
That's the other one that we got to do.
What's that?
We got to
Beat
write
Cox?
that down. No, well, I mean,
What?
maybe at some point, but not now. The announcers, was it intentional or was it?
Oh yeah, we got.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Since I got some new ones.
And somebody's going to get that gobbler at the end of this game.
Troy Aikman with another one.
Yeah, that's the second one we got.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
And he starts to come and he pulls
Yeah,
out.
that's right. Yeah. That's where's that one? I don't know where to find. Is it pulls out? I don't know.
That's because
Yeah,
we got.
Sean's
we
got
got
homework to do. He's got to actually kind of like
We got this
find
one
them all,
too.
write them all down.
79 Brooks has no idea who came inside of him.
We got that one, dude. This is great because, yeah, you're right, Mike. We could do this. We could do like a little thing with this. Like, is it?
Oh, yeah, we got a Gary sighting.
Damn it! See,
He starts to come and
sorry.
he pulls out.
well, there's your surprise. There you are.
Oh, what's up, homie?
What's up, fellas?
What's up,
How you
man?
feel, man?
Just tired of laying around.
Yeah, I'll bet.
asshole up your ass, up your cunt. Fuck you sideways, you fucking boring fucking whore. Fuck off, you cow.
The Cowboys fan joined.
Yeah, welcome to the show, Gar.
The Percocets are good.
Yeah. Are you drinking a beer? Oh, all right. That's better. I thought you were cutting out sugar, man. All right, enough of that.
It's Diet Coke.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's not real sugar, right?
Aspartame.
It's fake sugar.
Fake sugar.
It's probably worse, but
even better for you. How you feeling, brother?
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I was finally able to get a fucking shower.
Yeah.
No, you cleaned your ass?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that water was fucking filthy looking. Fucking hairs and dingleberries.
It's like the middle of summer when they're washing off the elephants in the zoo. It's all mud and shit coming off. Dead flies and shit.
Yeah. Fucking feet are turning brown from the dirty water.
Fucking elephants like, what do you want from me?
That's what happens when you waffle stomp too.
Oh yeah.
What do you want from me?
Good to see you, brother. Good to see you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I wish I was there too. I mean, I'm gonna hang out for a few. I'm in a lot of pain, but I wanted to check in with you.
Yeah, so we're just talking about the Phillies, man. Talking about the hot month. Obviously they had a record-breaking month for the franchise.
I heard you talking about Schwarber being a leadoff.
Yeah.
It's like it's not ideal, but it's working.
And that was my point, man. Like not my first choice, but like somehow, some way with this team it works.
Peterson with the stats here. This is a lot. It's late, but it took a minute to put together. Schwarber, 484 at bats, 84 runs, 91 hits, 16 doubles, 1 triple.
Oh, he does have a triple.
37 went out, 38 homers, 86 RBIs, 102 walks, 172 strikeouts, 188 batting average, and 455 slugging.
I don't care. I don't care about him playing the small ball. I want him to hit it hard because watching him run, that's a disaster.
No, he looks like Ted. He looks like Ted.
He got the batting average, dude.
That's production.
Yeah,
that's production.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's just
so 38 home runs and 92 hits. That's 54 hits.
54 hits that are not
home runs.
Right. Realmuto makes the third out for the 7,346 times.
I mean, I'll take that from Realmuto. He'll get hot. What he does behind the plate, that it overlooks his poor plate performances because he's so good behind the plate.
I hear you, but like
I like to see it.
Chooch didn't make $100 million.
Yeah, and that's where I'm starting to lean. Like I said the same thing Gary did, but like we can't get one clutch hit from you. Like I don't know if he has a clutch hit all year.
But look at it this way, Ryan. When they're having a stellar pitching performance, he's calling that pitching.
Yeah, but
I hear you.
But again, Chooch didn't make $100 million.
Yeah, you're paying him like a superstar, and
Realmuto ain't cutting grass on the off season either.
But he's getting paid.
Panama.
I just think you need
huge down between my
you
legs.
need something more.
Ease my seed bag.
Seed bag?
Yeah,
what?
That's
Howard Stern thing? Yeah.
Did you hear about that guy?
The seed bag? No.
So this is like going back like 15 years ago. I'm sorry, Ryan. I completely cut you off.
It's cool. It's cool.
There was this band on
It's because you're the motherfucking Antichrist.
Speaking of Stern.
Yes, that's what you are. You are the motherfucking Antichrist. You're a crumb creep.
So like going back 15 years, there was a Van Halen tribute band, and I think they intentionally booked them because they knew like something was up. Their name was Seed Bag. Seed Bag. So they're like, they were really good, and they played a song, and so then they were joking around like after the song, they're like, all right, we got to ask, like, you guys are really good and really talented. Why is your name Seed Bag? Like, oh, what do you guys do? Oh, you were touring up and down the East Coast. We're like the biggest Van Halen tribute band. Blah blah. Why is your name Seed Bag? And he's like, oh, that song Panama. Yeah. Reach down between my legs, use a seed bag. And fucking like Big Tooth Gary goes, you fucking idiot. It's seat back. And they're like, what? It's seat back, not seed bag. They're like, oh shit.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I won, dude. Every time I hear Panama, I think of that, and I say seed bag on purpose. And I think I'm like, you fucking idiots.
Like, what's the name of your group? Testicles.
Testicles. Why is that?
The seed bag testicles.
Somehow I like John Crook.
Yeah, excuse me while I kiss this
Shit,
guy.
I forgot Johnny has one nut. It's been
got
a while since that
why,
came up.
Why are you a Hendrix tribute band called Kiss This Guy? Why are you a Ramones tribute band called I Want a Piece of Date Bread?
So what are you drinking? A fucking 40?
Why? No,
Why are you
He
an Elton John cover band saying "Hold Me Closer," Tony Danza?
Yeah, why is your band named Tony Danza?
Why
closer,
are you a Who cover band and you want to fuck that kid?
Why are you a Who cover band, period? Sorry, Mike.
What's wrong with the Who?
Why you want to fuck that kid?
Yeah, you know, Pete Townsend.
Pete Townsend isn't a miserable fuck. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
He's a child
You have to
molester.
like when there's a guy coming right in your face and he just sits in there and delivers it really well.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that game, Mike. We'll call it On Purpose. And when Gary comes back in studio, we're bringing back a game that we played years ago. We got to bring him back.
Is that gay sex or wrestling
or weightlifting? Yeah,
or weightlifting.
We got to do that game again. Fucking, it was such a cringeworthy game. And the best is like halfway through, Mike goes, "Where'd you find these clips?"
Yeah, are you Googling weightlifting or gay sex?
Let me keep that quiet. Chooch needed the Adderall. That season was solid.
Hold on. Come in.
Where the ball sacks. Yeah. So, all right, Phillies. I'm gonna go through this. I'm gonna go through the schedule
for September.
Yeah. So we're gonna go series by series, okay? And we're gonna preface this by the easy,
Callie said the Who sucks. Callie's favorite band. I guarantee you, Callie's favorite band's Bon Jovi. Guaranteed.
No, it's not.
Nah,
it's not.
Newfound Glory.
That's pretty good.
The Priest is in the darkness.
Imagine Dragons.
No.
Good Charlotte.
No, it's Beastie Boys.
Who's better than Beastie Boys?
Hanson.
Who's better than the Beastie Boys?
They are.
Peterson said, "Who let the blind kid play pinball machine?"
That deaf, dumb, blind kid sure plays a mean pinball.
Hey, Gary, when we're done,
Always beats my best.
Gary, when we're done, listen to the beginning of the show. By the way, speaking of
Yes,
deaf, dumb, and blind.
Yes, you have to hear the opening.
All right,
because she can't.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Singing the blues.
All right,
Keller.
All right, so here we go.
What's up, Helen? How's your melon smelling?
So after
no.
After the Brewer series, the Phillies only play one team with a winning record for the rest of the month. Okay, so we're going to preface it with that. All right, so we got the San Diego Padres coming up next. That's what's in. That's what's in. You know, ever since they put that stupid fucking video out, they've been a loser franchise again.
That is true.
I love it. What a loser fan base.
A ton of salary.
Yeah, how's that Manny Machado thing working out for you?
Yeah, right.
And now Soto
throwing fits, and Soto wants out, and all that. Yeah, like
boy, did the Phillies dodge a bullet. The Phillies dodged the bullet.
Remember Machado came in,
yeah,
Bank Park, and they did his whole. Dude, I'm sorry. They did his whole dog. I don't care what you can drink that. And give me another. I don't care. The whole dog and pony show, and all that stuff. Like we didn't know what was going to happen here.
Machado does actually have more home runs than Harper
in his career.
Yeah.
And
they both came out the same year.
Machado's a selfish prick.
But Machado,
Harper
missed a lot of games.
Hakuna Machado.
Yeah, and
bless you.
I don't care about just the home runs.
We got the better player,
better baseball player.
Yeah, and he's more likable.
Yeah,
dude. Well, yeah,
he's a better athlete.
And you know what? While we're sucking Harper's dick, that whole thing.
Well, let's not start sucking each other's dicks quite yet.
Yeah, with the WIP caller, Chuck, right?
Yeah.
And that whole thing, I'm gonna hit a home for Chuck, and then the whole thing, like I love the city, like I absolutely love the city and all that stuff, dude. Like, think about it. So I had a conversation with somebody. Name a player who came from the outside, who came here, and was so beloved, and took the city as his own too. Like,
I mean, at first, not nearly as long. At first, I was thinking Halliday.
Nah.
But Halliday
he didn't embrace the city quite as much.
Right. So I mean, Halliday's a fantastic. Like, I love Halliday. Love what he did here.
And the fans did love him, and he did like Philly, but not quite to Harper's extent.
Yeah. Like who? I don't know. Callie said Jim Thome, maybe.
Not for as long though, and it was his one season.
It was a season and a half.
Okay, right.
And then he came back when he was like 48.
Right.
Okay.
And played a half a season. Jason said, Jason Mays said Solinsky said he'd ground out in a softball. He said he would ground out in a softball game for me. Is that true? Is that what you said?
I'm missing it.
And he said Solinsky said he would ground out in a softball game for me. I don't know. That's what he said.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't quite get it, Jay.
All right.
You got a secret thing going on there?
Dude, I don't know what
What's going on there?
Don't look at me in the eyes when you're answering the question. But I don't know. Like it's a tough question.
Roenick
wasn't bad.
Roenick was good. Danny Briere.
Yeah, he was
Danny Briere was beloved, and because he played Pryor, right?
Irving Fryer.
Nah.
But were either of those guys, were Roenick and Briere more beloved, and then take to the city more than Harper?
No.
Well, I don't know.
Like,
if
does
it's
Harper
more,
does Harper pander?
But Roenick loved playing here.
Yeah,
and he says it to this day. It was his favorite place to play.
That's good.
I would say
favorite fan base.
Wow.
Even Keith Primo.
I would say at one point
He just doesn't remember it anymore, Gary.
Yeah.
going back. I mean, and this is where Jay might chime in. Somebody like Moses Malone.
I don't know if he was here long enough. He was only here 3 years.
Callie said Brindamore, but wasn't Brindamore drafted by the Flyers?
No,
He wasn't.
they got him from the Blues.
But did he play there for like
I don't remember that. Yeah.
Dr. J? I mean, I know he came from the ABA. Does that count?
Oh.
I'm not going to count that.
Okay.
I'm not going to count that. No, I mean,
Listen to the majority of the players we spoke to are hockey players.
Yeah, I don't remember Brindamore playing for anybody. I don't remember that, but yeah,
I thought he was.
He was yeah.
Here.
No, Callie said Blues too. He agreed with
we got him from the Blues.
Not a homer for Bright. Oh, close.
Now here's one: Jason Peters.
Oh, good one. That's a good one. Man.
Yeah,
did he embrace Philly?
Probably not the way Bryce has.
No, you know what? He did. He did. But then he turned his back and went to fucking Cowboys. So that ruined all that.
Well,
in my book,
I'm
out.
Like if Bryce Harper's 40 years old and he goes and plays for the Braves, does it matter?
John Runyon became a fucking
that's a good one.
politician in New Jersey.
Yeah.
But he was drafted here.
No, he
wasn't. He came from Tennessee.
Yeah,
Traded
from the
Titans.
Titans.
Oh.
Yeah, that was one of Reed's first moves. Andy Reid's first moves as a Philadelphia Eagles
So
coach.
good. Oh, so good with offensive linemen.
Yeah, he was.
We're still good with offensive linemen.
That's like one of his strengths. That and quarterback, man. He knows how to draft.
He's
them.
good there, but the Eagles carried that. They're still good at offensive line.
Yeah.
That's because
You old fat bitch!
Yeah, just draft the fat. Just draft the fat, fast guy. Just draft the fat guy with quick feet, and you'll have a good offensive line.
That is Andy Reid's like game appreciates game.
Yeah.
A fat guy with fast feet.
Like a fat guy with quick feet, and you'll have a good offensive lineman.
all right. Dave Peterson has a really good one. So Callie joking around says Andrew Bynum.
Yeah.
Sure.
Ilya Brizgalov.
Home run strikeout.
John Kruk.
Sounds about right.
John Kruk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got him from the Padres. Yeah.
Lenny Dykstra.
No.
See, here's.
Not
I was
Dykstra.
just gonna say that, but the difference is Dykstra.
He liked it. He fucked all the manager's daughters.
Oh yeah. And he still talks about Philadelphia in a really good. Like he did love his time here.
I think he's a Met.
But the players, the fans don't really respect Dykstra like that, especially now.
John Kruk's beloved.
John Kruk's a good one.
Yeah, Kruk's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
but
still,
not Harper.
But Harper, like he panders. Like let's be honest, he does pander. He pandered to the fan base from the start.
Oh, for sure.
With the Fanatics shoes and day one.
Oh yeah.
You know, he's like, hey, look at me, like kind of like Sirianni did. Hey, look at me. I'm gonna win you over because I'm one of you. And guess what? It's working for both of them. Like it really is. Like
yeah, you know what? Because I feel like Sirianni tries a little bit too hard.
Sometimes
I feel like Harper. It doesn't
like it's more natural.
You know he's trying, but it doesn't seem like he's trying too hard.
Yeah, like it
just seems like it just fits.
Sirianni's just more awkward.
Jay Parr said Pete Rose, the bet king. I just don't know if he was here long enough.
The teenage king.
Yeah. And I think he's a red. I think he's still a red.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. If he were to get in the Hall
That's what the 13-year-old said. Not long enough.
Yeah,
well, I mean, I guess
get out.
Rose is probably
said.
in that same conversation as Moses Malone.
Yeah.
Callie.
They both were brought in and won the championship for them.
They were like toward the tail end of their careers.
Like the last piece to get it done.
I mean, Steve Carlton.
Did he start?
But
no, we got him from the Cardinals.
But Carlton was kind of a
Tug McGraw
closed off person. Tug's a good one. Yeah. Tug was from the Cardinals too, wasn't he?
No, I think Tug wasn't homegrown.
No,
I don't think he was. Yeah, Peterson just said too the same thing. Rose is a red through and through. Rose is a red through and through.
Better bet your life.
Yeah, roses are red, hairless pussies are blue.
Some are. You got,
what are you, a fucking avatar?
No, you got blue waffle going on. No, he was a Met. Wasn't he a Met? Wasn't McGraw a Met first?
That's what I get. I don't know.
Yeah, he was a Met first.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a Met. And actually, I should have known that because Dykstra had a thing up saying name Mets players who went to the Phillies and did better. And he did McGraw. He did himself, which he was a better player. As good of a player he was, he had his best year here.
Zach Wheeler,
and that's why the whole conversation came up. Zach Wheeler.
Yeah, Zach Wheeler. Like he's learned how to pitch since he became a Philly.
How about that thing I sent you the other day, last night?
Oh, with Holiday.
So you want to read that off real quick?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, yeah. Why don't you do that? Because I got the schedule up here.
You sent it in the Corner Pub Sports thread.
No, yeah. The text thread, not the. Yeah, Kelly.
Right, so here it is. First 95 starts as a Philly. Roy Halladay's ERA was 3. Zach Wheeler 3.02. Hits per 9. Roy Halladay 8.2. Zach Wheeler 7.6. Ks per 9. Roy Halladay 8.1. Zach Wheeler 9.6. Strikeout base on balls. Roy Halladay 5.34. Zach Wheeler 5.06. Whip. Roy Halladay 1.05. Zach Wheeler 1.05. WAR. Roy Halladay 18.1. Zach Wheeler 18.9.
Dude, they're like that's
similar.
Yeah,
it's like identical.
Yeah, I mean it's so weird.
Callie, good one.
You don't think of
Brad Lidge, Callie said.
Yeah, again, only two.
That's
like a year.
Right,
year.
that's a good one. That's a really good one.
But he wasn't here long enough.
Right, the season
like
it's a legendary season, and he's a legend in Philly for it.
But I can tell you right now, if you ask Brad Lidge, he would probably say the Phillies, like he enjoyed his time with the Phillies more. Like
sure, yeah.
Well, yeah, he won here.
Yeah,
and he didn't.
But he pitched for the Astros for like 8 years.
Yeah,
but he
went to the playoffs twice with the Astros, and then Albert Pujols made him his pitch.
Because we'll run into we're gonna see Scott Air next month.
Yeah,
I forgot to get my ticket.
You got to get that. We're gonna see him next month. I want to ask him that question.
Yeah,
put him right on the spot.
Scott Air is definitely definitely.
Yeah.
You know his answer.
Yeah, he's a Philly guy.
But the question we were at, I think it's pretty much settled that it's probably Bryce Harper, man. Like As a guy who came in as a free agent and just enamored himself to the city, like
Ricky
immediately.
Waters.
Oh yeah.
Fucking
For who? For what?
There's a lot of people, dude.
There's a lot, and it's
Michael Vick.
Recent bias is obviously coming into
Still
play.
Falcon, though.
Jim McMahon.
Still a Bear.
Recent bias is still coming into play, but right now it does seem like it's Harper.
And another thing, another question that goes along with that: have you ever seen a more clutch athlete in Philly than Bryce Harper?
See,
like when this team needs that hit, that play.
I mean, last year
he comes through.
Last year in the NLCS, to this moment, that is Bryce Harper's defining.
Oh, the home run in game 5, 6, whatever.
The Braves.
Yeah.
That's
against the Padres.
Padres, I'm sorry. Yeah. Against the Padres. That's his defining moment. Like right now.
Yep.
Like coming up big, basically clinching the Phillies going to the World Series.
As crazy as it sounds, almost somebody like Hamels.
Hamels was very.
Hamels
won when you needed Hamels.
When you needed to like shut down a losing streak.
I mean, he would
do.
He was the World Series MVP.
Yeah,
he would do his part.
Yeah,
but then
he had bad.
It's just hard to.
Utley,
dude,
I
Utley
thought
was
about
clutch.
Utley too.
Utley was clutch, man.
That 2009 series alone, that world, when they lost to the Yankees, that series, he hit 6 homers. He was batting like 340 in that series.
Hextall.
That's a good one, Mike.
The only thing,
but he was only clutch that one year.
But so was Hamels. Hamels struggled in 09.
Yeah.
It's good.
We're all over the place with fucking debates
because our minds are all over. Like because your minds turn. Look, we didn't plan this before the show. Clearly, we're just talking about it on the fly, and this is what we do. This is bar talk. This is what we do on the show.
It's how we do.
All right, guys.
See, dude, I'm
thanks, Bo. Thanks, Bo.
Oh man.
Oh.
Dude.
Come on. He went chase off, Bo.
But the rack in my brain, like, I don't know if there's been. I don't know if I could think of another athlete in Philly in my lifetime, at least, that's been more clutch than Harper's been since he's been here.
Yeah.
The walk-off grand slam against the Cubs.
Who's that?
Harper.
Oh yeah. That was, and the team wasn't going anywhere.
No, that team sucked.
Yeah.
Gabe Kapler was still the manager.
Yeah, and Callie's saying Iverson. Next to Harper was Iverson. I
thought we were doing free. Like they weren't grown here.
We moved on to clutch, Gar.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, we got
guys are all over the fucking place.
I know. We got to get back. All right,
but that's a good one though. Iverson took a team.
Got one dog going this way, one dog going this one. What do you want from me?
Beat the Lakers in game 1. Should have won game 2 if they would have hit free throws. And they had no business being there because all they had was Iverson.
They were the only team to beat the Lakers in the playoffs.
Right. And the only guy they had was Iverson. That was it.
No, he was a guy. Like, whenever you can count on him, if he wasn't hungover, he was going to put
up
up a good
yeah.
Or high. By the way, he's doing a meet and greet tomorrow.
Yes, he is with his new pot.
The new pot, yeah. Down in the city.
Yeah, he's going to have edible samples.
Yep.
So, now, I mean, getting back to the Wheeler.
New Guns N' Roses, by the way. Did you hear this?
Yeah.
I love my little dudes.
It's not bad.
I never really thought of, like, I love Wheeler, but I never thought of him putting Halliday. The only difference is Halliday pitched a lot more.
Wheeler's the best starting pitcher
not for
we have.
Philly. Not for as a Philly.
What's this? I missed it.
Halliday
pitched more innings. No, not as a Philly. No.
No, he was with Toronto way longer. He was with Toronto.
No, I said more innings.
Oh, then Wheeler.
Yeah.
No, not as a Philly. No.
Pitchers
Halliday was, but Halliday was basically out the last 2 years as a Philly.
We can look that up. I mean,
and I guess the other point is that Halliday's first 2 years in were astronomical.
Yeah,
Wheeler,
right.
like Halliday was much better his first 2 years.
Then
But
Wheeler's
Halliday's longevity has had him catch up to Halliday, and it's going to surpass him longevity. So in the long run, Wheeler's a better Philly,
right.
but Halliday's best.
Like
was
he
better
had
than
2
Wheeler.
magical years.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So five. Hold on. I'm gonna do this in my head. 539. 733. Oh no. 5, 6. Say about close to 700 innings he pitched for Phillies.
Okay, what's Wheeler got?
That's what I'm gonna do now.
Cliff Lee, getting back to the clutch. Cliff Lee, he did have the clutch season, but Cliff Lee also shit the bed and cost them.
Game 4 of the World Series.
Nah, Halliday had more.
Not the World Series.
For Wheeler's about 500 innings.
That's
it?
Yeah, so
You shit
Halliday
the bed.
had almost 200 more innings.
Wow.
Yeah.
I stand corrected.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just it's a different game now.
That's true. Yeah, and really Holiday.
Think about all the complete games he had. And all
yeah,
that
and he
stuff.
probably averaged fucking 7 1/3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, and yeah, they pitched complete games back then.
right.
They just
right.
don't like. He
They
can
just
take
don't
it
do
out
it.
for 6 or 7
Yeah,
innings.
like if he gives you 6 good innings, that's a really good start.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So Philly schedule. Okay, let's get back to that.
Oh, right. Yeah, we were
Um,
talking about that at some point.
Peterson said again, clutch. Steve Carlton.
Yeah.
Can't argue that. What do you have? Like the team won
the
like
team won
50 some games that you won like 28 of them or something.
27 games. They won 57.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was 77, I think.
Something, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Sandy, they had the Padres coming up next. That's how we started talking about it. We talked about Machado
Yeah,
versus Harper.
yeah.
Jesus Christ. That was 20 minutes ago. All right, Miami. Then they have 4 against the Braves at home. Then they go to St. Louis.
One of them's a doubleheader.
They go back on the road. They stay on the road, I should say, to take on Atlanta. And then they finish the season with 2 series against the Mets, and in between and sandwiched in between it's against Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and I think that's what's going to happen. So what we know of this team the past 2 years, right? They get you high. And then they do shit. They lose a series. They
Gonna
lose
do shit.
They
And then
lose
you got
5 in a row. And you're like, what the fuck? So that the end of the season is where I think the Phillies solidified a top spot in the wild card, which I think is a must for the Phillies. They can't go on the road in that 3-game series.
They did it last year. They could, but they're in a much better spot.
So right now the Phillies are 15 games over 500, right?
Okay.
They're 500 on the road.
Right.
Couch said, by the way, Schilling was very clutch.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
he was.
So they're 500 on the road, which means playing at home is significant for this team. They have to play at home as much as they possibly can. So I think the top spot in the wild card is imperative for them. And I think that's where they solidify it. Them last 10 games.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not I think if you can split with the Braves in your next 7 games against them, and kind of keep your head above water.
They have 7 against the Braves?
Yeah, 4 and 3. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
They're the only team over 500 they're playing the rest of the year now.
After
Yeah.
Milwaukee,
Okay.
after this weekend, yeah. Marlins. What I say? Marlins, Cardinals, Pirates, and Mets are the other teams. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right.
Dude, come on. Like you can't win 2 out of 3 on average the rest of the way. First of all, this should. I don't want to say it's a lock because nothing is guaranteed. Anything can happen, but I have a really, really hard time thinking that this.
It would have to be a monumental collapse.
What, not to make the playoffs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean the top seed, anything can happen. They're a team that can get hot.
It's getting close. The Cubs are playing really well, and Diamondbacks are playing really well right now.
Diamondbacks are fucking. They went from at one point they lost 22 out of 27. How are they even have a chance to still be in it? Is
Did we lose
crazy.
Gary?
Yeah, he's frozen. Oh, he looks like that one picture that we have of him.
We do.
Actually, the whole live feed's frozen. Oh wait, no, it ain't. I think you're frozen, Sean. Oh no, you're not.
Yeah, I'm just sitting still.
Mm.
Like that. Yeah, we lost. I was like, man, I haven't heard from Gary. And I looked down. I'm like, he's not moving.
He might have said "fuck it" though. At this point, you could tell he's in pain. But anyway,
Yeah.
So yeah, I hear you. But this team just has a way of like making it harder than it has to be.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but here's the thing: over the last like month or so, you know, they're winning the games they're supposed to win. Well, they're winning. They're winning this. They're winning the series. Most of the series that they're supposed to win.
Right, but so I'm sorry, but like, so they started the season slow, right?
Yeah.
Then they went on a 27-10 tear.
Mm-hmm.
Then after the All-Star break, the first that they were 15-15. Mm-hmm. Then they had August.
Yeah.
So by the trends of what they've done, they're going to hit a cold snap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But against these teams that they're coming up against, if they hit a cold snap, then you know what? Then you don't deserve to make the playoffs. You know?
They're gonna make the playoffs. It's just a matter of whether I get the 1 seed.
Yeah, but if you miss the playoffs because you're losing to the likes of the Cardinals and the Mets,
right?
Then
that's probably
Thompson. Then you shouldn't be in there anyway.
That's probably Thompson's job
because you already had. I don't think so.
If they don't make the playoffs,
no, I don't think so. I don't think they get rid of Thompson
at this point.
He won the World Series, and like I know that he didn't. It'd be underachieving if they didn't make the playoffs this year, but I don't think you can fire him. I think he's back next year.
Dude, if they don't make the playoffs at this point, somebody's got to be held accountable, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I
don't think it's going to matter.
Yeah, they're making it. They're making.
Don't you hypothetical me, guy?
Don't you fucking scenario me?
Don't scenario me. Phil's saying the chat's not working. I could see it. I could see you, Phil. I could see everything you're saying.
I can't feel my face. I could touch
playoffs. Don't talk about playoffs. Are you kidding me? Playoffs? I'm just hoping we get them in the game. Playoffs, says Peterson.
I could touch it. I just like inside. I can't feel it.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, that's basically what I had for the Phillies. I mean, I want to talk about Harper and the month they had and September, and
we went off 47 minutes on a tangent on weird shit.
So speaking of baseball, how about the Angels putting the whole team on waivers?
Yeah, like in the middle of the series,
and the Indians like picking them all up.
Actually,
collusion,
and the Reds too. The Reds picked a bunch of players up too.
I was hoping the Phillies would have went and picked up Gio.
Why not? Right?
Right.
Why not try and just
right?
Yeah. Why
with the way Walker and Lorenzen haven't looked great.
Yeah.
Like to have another, like you can never have too much pitching.
Yeah.
Never.
That's the thing about Walker too. Like this year, he has an outing where he pitches really well, and he goes deep in the game. He pitches 8. You're like, oh man, cool, you know. And then like he comes out and just stinks it up. His ERA is like 5.
In the first inning, outside of the side of the first inning, it's less than 2.5.
So it's making his numbers look horrible. Yeah. But yeah, and that's the same from Noel too.
Yeah,
I mean, let's be honest. Noel's actually, maybe it's egg on our face. Last week,
I hope it's egg on our face. Tomorrow night, he has a chance to like have his 4th straight really good start.
Yeah.
So apparently,
but hold on, it's his 4th straight. Even if he has a bad start, you take 3 out of 4 good starts.
Yeah, but it's going to look different because of the year he's had.
And you're coming down the stretch and you need all the wins you can get.
But at one point, Rob Thompson was asked about the second starter in the play, like if you get to the playoffs, and he said that's still open, which we all know it's not.
Right.
It's not.
Yeah, the way it's going right now, who's going to be your second starter?
But it doesn't matter. Aaron Nola is pitching game 2 in the playoffs. Like it doesn't matter.
All right, it does. Because say September, he stinks it up in September. He's not starting a wild card game.
I think he is.
I mean, I guess it depends on how bad.
No, there's no way.
I mean, all right, look, if he stinks it up and somebody else is absolutely lighting the world on fire, then maybe. But
Like if everything stays the way it is and Nola has a couple bad starts,
it's gonna have to be because if he stinks it up and no one else steps up, then you're not making the playoffs.
Right.
So someone else is gonna have to. But say he has like 4 bad starts in a row, like bad starts.
I still think he's starting game 2 in the playoffs.
I don't think he
should, but I think he is.
I'm gonna say no to that. I think someone else does because I think there was already talk about I think he's challenging him.
Yeah,
I think he's challenging Nolan,
right.
basically saying like step the fuck up, like we need you right now,
And he has.
right. So I don't see him collapsing in September, which is opposite of what he's done.
What he usually does.
Last year he did okay. Last year was the
and he
first
was good
year
in the playoffs up until the World Series.
Yeah.
So
up until that start against San Diego in the NLCS.
Right.
When he couldn't get his brother out, and then it just spiraled out of control.
Yeah.
So if he has like 2 or 3 good starts, and then 2 or 3, because what's he got? 5 starts left?
Maybe 5.
Callie's saying Ryan's right. He's going to go with him guaranteed.
I don't think there's no way he's not starting game 2 in the playoffs.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Nah.
I like Thompson challenging him though. I do. I
do
love
too,
that
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Must be weird not having anybody come on you.
But, and I know that the bullpen's apparently a little bit better, but Wheeler has to pitch until his
arm falls
like,
off.
Oh yeah, you can't take him out in the 5th inning
like you
of a World Series game.
Like if you have a playoff game, he's pitched 6 good innings and you're up 5-0.
Fine.
Yeah,
right. But if the game's still in limbo,
he is your best pitcher. Period.
You're thrown for 110 pitches. Like
he's your best pitcher.
Right.
He's your best pitcher. There's no one close.
Right.
You don't and even if there is someone close, you save them for later.
Right.
Like,
but
you don't have 3 good pitchers that you could throw at. Like, no, fucking go.
But their bullpen is also in a better spot this year, if you ask me. Last year, you're in the World Series. Alvarado came up every big spot with when whatchamacallit was up. The dude who hit the fucking home run off.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Alvarez or
Alvarez, something like
that. Alvarez from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah. So it was only a matter of time before he got Alvarado. He faced him too many times.
Yeah.
You have another left-hander who's been really good for you this year in Strom. So like you could throw, like you don't have to keep putting the same guy out on him.
This was a terrible base running mistake.
What the hell?
That ball was hit deep.
If
it goes over Marsh's head, he scores from second base without even thinking about it.
He didn't even go halfway. He went a couple steps off second base and froze and didn't know what to do.
Right. You got to be standing on second base for that.
Right.
You got to tag up and get the third on that.
Oh, well, you got to make them pay for it. Fucking.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. But like, Christ, you're scoring if the ball hits the ground no matter what. You might as well stand on second base and get the third. Anyway,
fuck the Brewers. Go down that fucking slide and drowned.
Damn.
In the beer?
Down in the brewing beer?
Down in the beer.
Although I got to be honest, man. A team named for the Brewers.
Yeah.
And they just hit it. What was home run? They just hit a home run. Yeah. All right, cool.
Fuck.
Yeah, they make them pay for that. There he goes, down the fucking slide, right on cue.
This is your fault, Ryan.
That's their 69th home run of the season. The Brewers as a team?
They only have 69 homers.
Maybe home runs.
Yeah, we have 59 last month.
That's what it just said. 69 home runs this season as he slid down the slide.
Fuck you. We have 59.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Fuck, Wheeler. See, this fucking.
See, we started comparing you to Roy Halladay. Maybe you should fly north side of a mountain. Fuck.
Jesus Christ, Ryan gets emotional.
I want him dead. I want his family
dead.
I want his house burnt to the ground. I want to go to the middle of the night. I want to piss on his head.
I think that might be the first time that I've clearly heard that he wants to go into the middle of the night and piss on his head.
So I got that going, which is nice.
Like we've heard that thing a billion times. It's probably either Gary was laughing or he's having.
But then you ever see the movie?
You know what the best part is? We're sitting there going, yeah.
What is it?
It's The Untouchables.
Yeah.
That's Robert De Niro's Al Capone.
Yeah.
Christ.
The best part is we're sitting there going, yeah, make him pay for the base man mistake in the next pitch.
Here's the pitch.
Oh shit!
Fuck. Oh man.
Just a bit outside.
Gotta make them pay.
Try the corner and miss.
All right, so we said we weren't going to do a 3-hour show tonight, so let's move on to the next subject.
Bob Uecker catches the ball, places the thing in, guy slides into it. Boy, we never seem to get the close ones.
Eagles.
Oh shit.
Eagles. Little quick Eagles news. There's not a ton to talk about. We'll really get into the Eagles next week.
I think they named their 53-man roster. Covey didn't make it. I guess.
Well, it's 52 men. They need a punter.
Yeah.
That's true.
So that's the thing. Sippos. Aaron Sippos is gone. They tried out 4 punters today.
Really?
Was it Azar or whatever his name is?
No, he was not one of them. Hank Azaria does the voice on The Simpsons.
No, The Simpsons.
Yeah. No, he wasn't a part of it. Punt God.
Yeah,
as he was known in college.
What about that the black dude from the fucking Raiders?
Is he still punting?
I think so.
Oh. Shit.
It can't. How hard can it be to find a punter?
That's what I'm saying.
I fucking hate kickers.
Yeah.
I fucking hate them.
Not you, Akers. Not you, Akers, and Jake Elliott.
Right, but still, like all of them. All of them. They got one fucking job, and there's too many that aren't good at it. There's too many.
Kelly said he may run like Mays, but he hits like shit. Peterson said Philadelphia Eagles 2023 redemption. And then Kelly said, are you guys talking about Sean Lundetta? And then he said, Luis, what the fuck's his name? AGR? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, is that him? Agur?
I don't know.
Maybe it's him.
Just go fucking sign somebody. Like, fuck it. We're not going to pump much this year anyway.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
It's true. It's true. I like that.
It's true.
We're not going to punt at all.
Except in this Super Bowl when you need one punt to go right.
Oh,
just the
God.
one punt.
Yeah.
So you need somebody better than Sippos. For that reason.
Yeah,
because you need one punt in the Super Bowl.
Sippos was one of the worst punters in the league last year. He really was. He was horrible.
It's funny. The year before he was okay.
Yeah,
he was okay.
You want to be a Super Bowl team? I don't want okay. I want good.
If you're worried about your fucking
I want winners.
I want winners.
Even from your punter.
I'm looking for fucking killers. On
yeah,
this team.
I'm sorry. I'm wrong. We need killers. We need a killer punter.
You saw that, right? You saw that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to play that. We're going to play that while we're talking about football because, we Gary said his internet went out. That's what happened. He lost the internet connection. Pay your fucking bills. Yeah, we're gonna play this real quick. This is
medical bills.
Talking about the Super Bowl.
The internet bill. You got
Fuck that
medical bills.
We're talking about the Super Bowl and all. So this is Jonathan Gannon, the defensive coordinator who could not adjust and do anything in the Super Bowl.
Now the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals.
So as he's reading this off, there is literally, right? I mean, I'm not exaggerating. There is literally
there's no emotion.
From the
none.
Well, I don't know if you could have emotion on this.
The players are just.
Well, when you're doing a speech like that, especially a team that's in the position of the Cardinals, if they're not like rallying behind you, I don't know.
Callie said, Gary's using America Online. Someone picked up the phone.
Welcome back. Who drove over here?
Who takes a fucking
Who took the bus? Did you have fire in your gut?
How about Uber?
Did you? We're here for a reason. Don't get that twisted. Okay, we're here for a reason to win games. So if you didn't have that fire in your gut, you better light the fire pretty fast. Be who you are. Just understand, I'm looking for killers.
Just so you know, that came from the Arizona Cardinals official website.
That was the best that they had. That was their hype.
Wait. What is who took a bus?
Who takes a bus?
Who took a bus? Who's here? And he's raising his hand. He's raising his hand, and the players are looking at him, and they're like, "The fuck is he talking about?" And what did he say right after that?
You got
That
that
you have
fire in your belly.
No, right in between that. He said something else in between. Hold on, let me go back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Who drove over here?
After this part.
Quick, let me see your hands. Who took the bus? Do you have fire in your gut?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. What the fuck does that have to? What?
What does a bus?
What does that have to do with anything? Dude, I'm glad. You know what? Look,
I hear
we've talked, and I don't want. I've done a really good job and not reliving that Super Bowl. For some reason, you know why? Because I know we're gonna go back. Whether it's not this year or next year, we are going to get a Super Bowl with this regime, with this team. We are. Whether it's this year, next year, we're going to. So I did not take this that hard.
I honestly think it's because of the quarterback. I don't think he's going to accept not getting.
Yeah, there's something. You want to talk about fire in the gut?
Yeah.
That's fire in the gut because he knew you cost him the fucking Super Bowl, you scumbag.
Playing devil's advocate, just a tiny bit, because I agree that was cringeworthy. That was really cringeworthy.
Yeah.
We didn't like Sirianni much. That flower speech that Sirianni did was just as cringeworthy.
And it's funny because Sean and I had a conversation about this before the show, before you got here. The difference is the leadership in the locker room.
Well, yeah.
It wouldn't have worked with Sirianni if Kelsey, Lane Johnson, Fletcher Cox, and Brandon Graham don't buy in. You know,
or at least kind of say, like, look, this is
right.
a ride or die. Like,
right,
yeah,
right. Who's doing that for the Cardinals?
Zach Ertz.
Yeah.
Not good enough at this point in his career
right.
to do it.
Callie said losing him was the best move of this offseason.
Yes.
Besides the draft.
And I was a Jonathan Gannon supporter.
Right.
Because their defense did what it had
really
to do.
Good.
Yes, it was a good defense.
But the adjustment, not making.
But that Super Bowl, like it's all
no excuse.
It's all on the line, and I don't want to hear about the field you were slipping. Like there was nothing aggressive to try to change what was going on.
They ran the same play several times against you and burned you
every time.
Yeah,
right.
Not only that, but like, and I get it's a veteran coaching staff. I get Reed's dynamic. I get all that. You got fucking schooled.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were severely outcoached. Severely outcoached
with an injured quarterback, quote unquote injured.
I don't know about
crying
that.
on the sideline. What did he get shot at with cocaine? Like he came out and was fine in the second half.
I don't know about that. I don't know about how bad he was hurt, but
yeah, he might have been like
he's in the locker room. He's like,
yeah.
The Bears can smell the menstruation.
He's a dramatic dude. Like,
yeah, all right. But leaving guys wide open.
They let
twice.
Right. And the defense let them go up and down the field.
Yes.
With basically fucking screen passes. There wasn't a 20-yard pass down the field. It was all fucking 7 and 8 yard passes.
Thinking donks. Callie, we almost had 2 parades in less than 4 months.
Yeah.
You actually almost had 3.
You almost had 3, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Union would get a parade, but
they would have got a parade. I just wouldn't give it
a bunch of dudes in fucking coochie cutter shorts hanging out.
And man buns.
Yeah, man buns.
And they talk like this. And they all have English accents, yeah?
Like, where the fuck do all these people come from?
Sounding like people I work with, yeah.
The black dudes in Cool Runnings.
Oh, I'm going to have a smoke.
Like, where do they come from? They just like a bobsled team in Jamaica. Where's the English guy coming from in Philadelphia? I thought we banned them from our country. Fuck. Tally ho.
Ban them for our country. That's
fuck them.
They started out coming over from the English.
Fuck them. Fuck them and their tea. All right, so Peterson said Gannon didn't care. His future is not in Philly. He already knew he was going to be a head coach. Peterson, you're not wrong at all, especially when you found out that there was tampering prior to the Super Bowl. There was tampering going on, and that's obviously the Eagles got an extra.
Yeah, I hear that, but like, how do you not want to cement a Super Bowl.
Look
How
at
do you
it.
not want?
Did you see his intro to the team?
I hear you.
He walks up to Kyler Murray.
He's a weird dude.
Like, what the fuck are you? And
he's a weird.
Murray's
dude.
standing there. Murray's a weird dude too. And Murray's standing there going, "What are you doing?"
Like the McNabb air guitar.
Murray's like, "You're my fucking coach. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is weird."
Gannon's a weird dude.
Him and his fucking shade. All right, enough. I can't. So we talked about the punter. What about the punting? What about the kick returner situation? Because we talked about Greg Ward getting cut. Covey's gone. Britt Covey's gone, which is fine because he's on the practice squad, and Ward is too. That's fine because I don't think either one of them was a kick returner.
Covey's the Olympian runner,
Yeah,
right?
he just couldn't. He's too small. Like he just can't return kicks. They
the last thing I heard was Rashad Penny. Because he did it in college.
Yeah.
And he was effective.
That would be interesting. If that's their secret weapon is Rashad Penny returning kicks.
And I mean,
you know what? Boston Scott. Yeah, Phil just said Boston Scott. Yeah, you could do Boston Scott. I'd rather do Boston Scott as like a punt return. Kick return doesn't matter anymore. Like no one's returning kicks anymore.
Right.
So yeah, Boston Scott. I can see that. Pat Callie just said the same thing. Yeah, I'd rather Boston Scott do it than Rashad Penny.
Because Boston Scott's a little more expendable.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I hate to say that, but it's the truth.
He's your fourth.
But they did sign the dude, the cornerback. Shoot, no, his name's slipping my mind. Hold on, let me see if I can get him. He's suspended for the year.
Yeah.
Jesus, and that's what he did. He was a returner. Oh, Isaiah Rodgers, the guy Isaiah Rodgers from the Colts.
That was a shrewd move.
I like it because yeah, you're not going to have him this year, and you're also not paying him, so it's not going to affect your cap. But guess what? He's a young dude who you can now have for your future.
He was gambling, right?
Yeah, it was gambling.
Right. So,
he's out for the year because of gambling.
Right. He doesn't count against your roster. He doesn't count against your salary cap.
So the day after they sign him is when the Matt Azaria news came out. And it was like, oh, should the Eagles try to go after Matt Azaria? Who's wrongly accused of raping this girl. He's clear.
Oh, okay.
He's clear. Like he wasn't in the room, nothing.
Okay.
So it's clear of those charges. Apparently there might be a civil case though. I don't know all the details. I'm not going to pretend like I know all the details.
Right.
But there is apparently more that could be coming his way, which is probably why he isn't signed anywhere.
Right.
But he's incredible at punting the ball, right? But they were like, oh, so you just signed this guy, another rule breaker, and you're gonna sign another one the next day. Okay, well, dude, like he gambled. Like the NFL is fucking condescending with that.
Yeah,
like DraftKings and all this.
Yeah. They work incredibly hard to make sure that fantasy football is prominent.
Yep.
There's a reason why all of a sudden the streaming at the bottom is the yardage and who scored the touchdown.
It was never like that before. It was a score and who may have scored the last touchdown. Remember?
Nobody gave a shit about stats.
It was never stats. And now it's all stats at the bottom.
And the reason that it is that way is because of fantasy sports. So yeah, it is condescending.
I just say they're hypocrites.
I get that you shouldn't gamble, especially on your own sport. But
fucking hypocrites.
But you hope the guy learned his lesson, and he can't play on that team. So
who are we talking about?
We're talking about the dude,
the corner,
Isaiah Rodgers, that they signed.
Oh yeah,
for gambling, and the NFL is a bunch of hypocrites. Phil said it was a score in last play, and Phil said about Azaria. I'm assuming about Azaria, he's nuclear waste. He's not a fan of Azaria. And Callie said it's also why the ratings are so high.
Yes,
football is the easiest sport to bet on.
Yeah, and
for sure.
Yeah,
and then you're gonna, suspend guys for doing it.
Yeah. Calvin Ridley. You know, this last year for Gambler.
Yeah, there was one guy that bet on his own team. Now that's something.
No, you can't. Yeah.
Right, you can't do that.
Yeah,
but
only Pete Rose can do that.
Right. But outside of that,
wasn't it Ridley? I thought it was Ridley that did that.
No, it wasn't Ridley. It was one of the dudes who just got suspended.
They never said it really bet on his own team. He
No,
was
he
out
didn't.
anyway.
He didn't bet
I
on
thought
his
he
own
did
team.
because he was hurt.
Yeah, but I mean,
No.
you know what? Even if he did bet on his own team, he can't impact the outcome of the game. You can't play.
Yeah, he was out for the year for mental whatever the fuck was going on.
That's right. It was a mental thing.
Yeah, he was out from mental issues or something. So I don't know.
Yeah, he walked away.
He didn't walk away. He sat out a year.
You know, he said.
No.
No, it wasn't a whole year. He played.
No, last year he didn't play at all.
Right.
No, he
right,
did.
the year before.
The year before, he played half the year and
Right,
went out.
and then he walked away from mental issues.
Right. It was. He did.
And then he got suspended for all last year.
I have people skills.
Man, he's been out for a year and a half now.
Yeah.
I guess who's coming back? Gary's back.
Hey, he paid his bill.
Yay. Yeah, when
Like if it happens again, I'm not coming back.
the dial-up modem, you're supposed to get something better than a rotary phone.
The 4. The 2. 4. Oh, I fucked up. I got to start over. The 4.
All right, so why don't we do our divisions and then
Still got to do the comparison too. Right?
yeah.
All right.
Fuck. All right, so let's do real quick the NFC North and South division previews and this wraps up our divisions. And next week we're gonna do season preview, basically giving you
that's awesome.
Basically giving you you know, our Super Bowl picks and MVP and all that shit. So I like that. Next week's show is one of my favorite shows we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, the season preview.
Yeah, it's fun.
This whole time of year.
The song.
I know this stuff's getting fired up.
All right, I'm sorry. Give me a second. All right, so we're going to start with the NFC.
Single digits until the Eagles.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Nick Foles.
Yes, sir.
Big Dick Nick amount of days. Thank you, Pat, for putting that up on our site and been doing the countdown.
Tomorrow.
We got to do a big thank you for him at the end of this.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow. The 8.
8.
Who's 8?
You
know, Pat's got somebody in mind.
Is it a punter? Like it's better.
Wasn't 8 Bobby Hoying?
No, he was 7.
Who the fuck's 8? Yeah, Ken.
No, you got to use Bobby Hoying. You
Yeah,
got to
great.
use Bobby Hoying.
Bobby Hoying amount of days.
Jaworski was 7, you assholes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's the obvious one, dude. That's the obvious
go,
one.
Vic. I just put up a picture of a Rottweiler.
In a jar of peanut butter.
Dun, 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 dun. All right. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Gary, you're muted. I don't know if you knew that. Okay. I don't know if you knew that. What is it? Oh, I thought you said what the fuck. I thought it said Wi-Fi. That sounded better.
I should have put that on there.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they've can you believe it's only been 2.5 years since they won a Super Bowl with that team?
How far they
Tom Brady's gone, lead offensive line's gone, great defense gone. Now here comes the dark days of rebuild. Many of the Bucs' integral pieces are aging or no longer with the team, and younger talents have not adequately replaced them. The offense is
running back though.
The offense is going to be in the command of Baker Mayfield. The offensive line is a major concern since either most of their line is either retired or left. And even when Brady was there last year,
that's what killed them last year. Their offensive line.
Yeah, they finished 25th in the league in points with Tom Brady last year. That's very troubling. Obviously, the Bucs defense figures to be a little bit better. But it was still only in the middle of the pack last year. So probably going to be around the same this year. Carolina. They took Bryce Young with first overall selection this year. We don't know what's going to happen there. But he might be in a little bit of a promising situation, except for the fact that they traded DJ Moore to the Bears.
Yeah, which is weird. I don't get that.
DJ Chark and Adam Thielen are his receivers, though. So like, they added Thielen.
Yeah.
You know, Chark, I think Chark's polished shit, to be honest with you. Hayden Hurst is there, and Miles Sanders.
Yeah.
Good offensive line. Allowed the 11th fewest sacks last year.
Okay.
And a good coach.
And a good coach in Frank Wright.
Right there. Okay.
2003, they're
Where's Matt Rule? Did he go back to college? Where's he at now? Oh, no, I guess Stuart.
Did he? Is that where you went?
Yeah, he's fuck.
I think never heard of fuck university.
Gun Jones.
Yeah, it's Penn State.
What the fuck?
Fucking Gary always chimes in, just like out of nowhere.
Nebraska.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's good at Nebraska?
Yeah.
So he's a Cornhusker now. Close enough to fuck university. The defense for the Panthers was better. You know, they're pretty decent last year. Improving. They got J.C. Horn. You know, J.C. Horn's a pretty good corner, and they got Brian Burns too. So,
who's their defensive coordinator?
Jim Schwartz? No, he's in Cleveland.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hunt Jones. Are you asking like you know, or are you just asking?
No, I was just asking. I don't know.
Yeah, but why would you ask who Carolina's offensive coordinator
I actually don't remember.
or defensive
I was
coordinator?
just curious.
So Peterson.
Are you curious about every defensive coordinator?
I don't know.
Peterson just gave us.
Never heard of him.
I'm not even gonna say his name. Some dude who flipped fucking tortillas most of his life. Ario Elios. Players at number 1 were number 8. Davey O'Brien, Chuck Kajak, Al Coleman, Paul McFadden, Luis Zendias, Brad Goebel.
Aren't we
That'd be a fun one. Hold on. Preston Jones, Dirk Johnson.
That's Sendejas, you fuck.
That's Sendejas. What did I say?
Sendejas.
Johnny Jones.
It's got to be Dirk.
It's got to be Dirk. He won a Super Bowl. Oh, no, that was was Rocca? Who's the fucking punter that year? Was it Dirk Johnson?
No, it was Dirk Johnson.
It was Dirk Johnson?
Yeah.
Dirk Johnson.
Dirk Diggler. All right. Atlanta. They had many areas to address. However, they chose to go with Bijan Robinson. That was a head scratcher with all the moves they had and all the needs. But he's probably going to be a top 10 back. I mean, if things can go considered and he's healthy.
He's going to be 60% of their offense.
Yeah. But here's the thing. They already had Algier. So, that was why it didn't make any sense to me. But Algier was
okay.
He was just drafted 2 years ago.
Yeah,
but
they had so many needs. They take a running back at 8. That's a bad pick.
Desmond Ritter.
8?
Yeah.
Before 8.
It was 8.
Okay.
It was 8 because I thought the Eagles were going to take him.
Right.
I think the Eagles are going to be fine, though.
What are you fucking kidding me, dude? I'm so much happier with Carter than.
Yeah. Desmond Ritter is the quarterback this year. He's got Drake London, Kyle Pitts, of course.
Kyle Pitts, yeah.
Cordell
Patterson still backing up there. Your defense, you kind of upgraded the defense. You got Bud Dupree, Jeff Okudah, Jesse Bates, Calais Campbell. So they did, improve their defense. A team that was 31st in sacks last year.
Desmond Ritter's our quarterback?
Yeah.
He's second year, right?
Yeah, second. Yeah. He barely played last year.
He played the last 4 games.
Yeah. So, and then the Saints.
I wonder, how good can a good running back be on a bad team?
It's Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
you can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry for the first few years of his career.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, but you know what? Derrick Henry wasn't good as first.
No, you did. That's a good point, Mike. He wasn't. It took him 3-4 years before he became
and then all of a
Derrick
sudden
Henry.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's rare. It's rare that you have a stud playing for a shit team.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm wondering about with Bijan.
So we got the Saints. to wrap up the South, they got Derek Carr. Also, Alvin Kamara is out for the first 4 games. Chris Olave, who
Michael Thomas
was really good last year. Michael Thomas, yeah.
15th time.
The defense was 5th in yards and 9th in points allowed last year. Pretty good.
Yeah,
however, they were 20th against the time possession and 22nd in scoring. But probably because we're on the field so much.
I don't know. To me, I'll start us off. To me, it's New Orleans to lose. Their defense is the best of it. Carr isn't good or isn't great, isn't good. He's average, but average is the best quarterback in that division. Olave is one of the better receivers in that division. Kamara, assuming that Kamara is even half of what he was a couple years ago, is okay. Like
this is the worst division in football. This is the worst division in football.
And there's a lot of bad divisions.
Both Souths are pretty bad. This is horrible.
But New Orleans is the least horrible.
I agree.
To me, I look at it as Arizona is average. Carolina is below average.
No, Arizona's average?
Or Carolina is. I'm saying.
You said Arizona.
I'm sorry. New Orleans is average.
Okay.
Carolina is below average. Tampa and Atlanta suck. That's the way that
I don't even know if Carolina's even average. You got to.
I said below average. I said New Orleans is average.
Oh, okay.
Carolina's below average, but like.
I think Carolina's gonna suck too. To be honest with you, I think they're all gonna. I mean, obviously, someone's gonna have a.
Right. Well, what I mean is like they're not Atlanta and Tampa. They're like a 6-11, 7-10 team.
Not one of them teams are going to have more than 8 wins.
No,
except for the division winner is going to have 9.
Yeah, I could see New Orleans with.
They're going to be 9 and 8,
and that would be average.
Yeah, they're going to be 9 and 8 to win a division, only because they're going to beat each other up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's horrible.
They're going to have.
I'm not even. You know what? I'm with it. Yeah, I'm good with that. Like that, I'm kind of in the same boat. Like it's going to be the Saints at 9 and 8, and then what the fuck? It doesn't matter. It's pig slop. Like I don't care.
That's when you look at you look on your paper with them teams on it. You just do one of these.
Let's go. That's
what I did with my draft board last night.
I was going to say that's what he's going to do with his draft team.
I did it last night with my draft board. I fucking hated it. But anyway.
Yeah, you excited about your first draft tomorrow?
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
All right.
Anyway, so I'm fucking just going to say fuck it and go with a gut feeling. I think Carolina wins the division at 9 and 8. I think Bryce Young's a good quarterback. I think they're coached well. I think they have a good defense. While Matt Rule was there, 75% of his draft picks went on the defensive side of the ball. So I think the defense is going to keep them in games, and out of default, someone has to win the division. And I think it's Carolina with a young quarterback and a good coach and a solid defense wins the division at 9 and 8.
I mean, I said that New Orleans is average and Carolina's below average. So if you want to flip flop the two of them, it's not absurd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
why not?
The other thing I just thought about though is that isn't that asshole coaching the Saints the one that coached the Broncos last year?
Dennis Allen.
Oh, Dennis Allen's there?
He's still the head coach. Yeah.
Where did that? Oh, that dude Hackett. He went to the Jets. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm thinking of Peyton going there. That's what I'm thinking of.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Dennis Allen.
Wheeler's got 100 pitches, 10 strikeouts.
Better than fucking Hackett though. And that's why the Jets. Whatever. All right.
Jets.
Gary, what do you think?
I mean, it's tough. I mean, I like the Saints, and then the Panthers, and then after that, who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So real quick, the last thing about the NFC South. So Mike Evans is the first receiver in the NFL history to start his career with 9 straight 1,000-yard seasons.
Yep.
Good shit.
And he stated that if I don't get a contract before the year starts, I'm going to be a free agent next year.
He apparently he came out today earlier and said, I already said my piece. It's now in the owner's court, and left it as that. He's still not playing. Like, as of right now, he's not playing football.
No. He's going to play.
He's going to play.
He said, I am not.
I thought he's holding out.
No, he said, I'm going to be a free agent if I don't get a contract before the year starts.
I mean,
stay healthy.
Yeah, put him on a good fucking.
Stay healthy.
Yeah.
And come be the Eagles slot fucking receiver in 2024, motherfucker.
I don't know if he's a slot guy.
Well, he can be at this point of his career.
Devontae can move the slot.
Whatever. And put Mike Evans and A.J. Brown on the outside.
Yeah, actually, Devontae is
there you go.
Devontae is a slot.
There you go.
Yeah. Ooh.
I'll be all right with that.
He stubs his fucking toe every other game.
No, Evans?
Evans
is a game.
Evans has been pretty.
Nah, he's durable, bro.
I like
he
Evans.
might stub his toe every other game, but he plays through it.
All right, Callie, thanks for joining us, brother. Callie's heading out.
All right.
So NFC North, Green Bay. Packers finally out of the 30-year run of having a Pro Bowl caliber quarterback under center, unless Jordan Love somehow
he might be.
turns
That's
into
right.
something.
That's,
might be.
That is Ryan's man crush.
The Packers' offense was pretty stagnant last year.
I'll tell you what. I will be shocked if Jordan Love does not end up on 9 teams in Las Vegas.
No, he's not going to. I can hammer that to you right now.
Not as your starter, but on your team.
We'll see. Let's gotta see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm gonna take him in the third.
You ain't fucking taking him. You ain't taking him to the third team.
I almost took him in the salary cap keeper league last week, and I had 21 picks left until my next pick, and my roster was filled. So do I need it besides Josh Allen? Like, do I need to back up next? Josh Allen's bye week's late. Like,
yeah.
It's like week 12 or something or 13. But do I even need it back up? I looked. I'm like, I ain't fucking waiting 21 picks.
Headphones are gone.
Oh, I said I ain't waiting 21 fucking picks. I'm like, see you guys. I mean, I closed my laptop and left. I was like, and Jordan Love went in me that time. So anyway, so Green Bay was 14th in points, 17th in yards. Rodgers was 27th in QBR last year. Green Bay, he was MVP the last 2 years prior.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
And it's weird because he didn't put up monster numbers in the years, did he?
I mean, he obviously put up
through 40
something
touchdowns
like that,
and 5,000 yards.
Yeah. I remember him never being a fantasy viable quarterback.
You got to remember that.
Fantasy viable quarterback.
Not like ever. No, his MVP season.
I had him
like 3 years ago.
Yeah, I had him 2 or 3 years ago, and I never started because I had Brady.
I traded Brady.
I had Brady and Rodgers that year. I couldn't start him over because Brady was just killing it.
But he was an MVP.
Rodgers was still good. Yeah, I had Rodgers during his MVP season on my bench.
Right.
Not because he was no good, because Brady was. They won a fucking Super Bowl that year. They were the best team in the league that year. So.
Yeah, but I mean,
but
Brady put up better numbers.
Brady was throwing some touchdowns and stuff, but
I understand the fantasy impact.
That's different, though.
I don't remember. I'm just saying, I don't remember Rodgers being viable in fantasy for 6 years.
You might be right, but them MVP years, he threw over 40 touchdowns and 5,000 yards.
Man. How is he MVP if he wasn't fantasy viable? It doesn't make sense.
I hate the fact
he was the best quarterback in the league.
I don't know why it's bothering me. You're saying fantasy viable. That's killing me. Like he's obviously fantasy viable. People were starting him viable. Like if you're not fantasy,
he's not a top 5. He wasn't a top 5.
Oh, just fell.
He wasn't a top 5 fantasy quarterback.
Okay, that's not fantasy viable. Fantasy viable is top,
right. Is Jared Goff fantasy viable?
He's not top 12 fantasy,
but he's not top 5. Jared Goff is totally fantasy viable.
If he's not a top 12 quarterback in fantasy, then he's probably not.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that like an MVP quarterback that's not top 5.
Yeah, you're just using a word that's driving like that's
okay.
Viable mean like you can't start him. It's basically what you're saying.
No, I mean I wouldn't go that far, but he's not.
Okay, so viable is just
like he wasn't putting 40 points up a week, but
he wasn't a quarterback that you looked at as a stud. He wasn't a quarterback that you were like,
Mike, he threw over 40 touchdowns and 5,000 yards, man. How's he not a stud?
But
2 years in a row.
Was he? We'll have to look up like where he finished stat wise and points.
I know them 2 years of
girlfriend's titties.
If I know them 2 years, if
That's
I had
where he
Aaron
finished.
Rodgers, I'd have been happy with it.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm not sure. I think I drafted him in one of the years, and I'm like, fuck.
that's why. That's why it hurt him. And it left a scar. That's why.
The scars remind me of Aaron Rodgers.
You hate Aaron Rodgers more than I do.
Yeah, I hate Aaron
I
Rodgers.
can't
I
stand him.
fucking hate him.
All right, I'm not even.
Anyway, moving on. I'm sorry. Like we're getting off.
But with their offense last year,
All right, Packers. You got the Bears. People are loving the Bears. this
Dude,
year. Sleeper team. Possibly Justin Fields, missed out single season record for rushing yards by quarterback. Above average, though, still, despite the fact of that. They obviously traded for DJ Moore. They added a tackle in the 10th pick overall, and Darnell Wright, which was one pick behind Jalen Carter. So that's good. The defense or free agent wise, they signed Tremaine Edwards. They got TJ Edwards as well. Edmonds and Edwards. Wow. So the defense should be better. No team quarterback had less sacks against the quarterback than last year. The secondary is bad. Linebackers were bad, but obviously they've improved on all those things. So those are your Bears. The Bears. You got Minnesota. Minnesota took a gamble, and they took Jordan Addison, with the 23rd pick overall, to go next to Jefferson. Letting Thielen go, I guess they felt like that was a need. I don't know. They have other needs, though. Obviously, their defense was interesting last year, to say the least. So, like I just said, Addison going with Jefferson. The defense, they had the second most yards and fifth most points last year, which is why they had a -3 scoring differential, despite the fact they were 13-4. Everybody knew they were frauds. Everybody knew that team wasn't going to do anything. Dalvin Cook's gone. Alexander Madison's now your starting running back.
They were 13-4?
13-4 with a
They lost to the Giants in the first round of the playoffs.
Yep.
They were 13-4. The Eagles were 14-3.
But the Eagles were technically 2 games up because they beat them.
Right, and San Fran was a 2 seed, right? So they were 13-4 as well?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then that leaves us with the Detroit Lions, another team that people are looking at as darling. 9-8 last year, and they were 3-13 the year before. 3-13-1 the year before, I'm sorry. So they obviously improved a lot last year. Jared Goff helped with that. 4th most yards, 5th most points per game last year. However, DeAndre Swift has gone to the Eagles, but they drafted Jamar Gibbs. And Dave Montgomery is now a backup running back. It's a pretty good running back room there. Detroit's defense prevented the ball from winning more games. That side of the ball allowed the most yards and 5th most points per game last year. Jesus.
Yeah.
And let opponents convert third downs at the 3rd highest frequency.
Now, I will say it is weird that Detroit's defense was atrocious, and they decided to
get Gibbs
and trade Swift. Like they had a running back situation. I'm like,
it was
why
weird.
not like address defense and like
It was weird.
Yeah,
it was weird.
Very strange. Why is he? Oh no, Dave. We're doing the NFC North and NFC South.
Your division, brother.
Yeah, he put the AFC South numbers.
Yeah, man, he got skinny all of a sudden.
So I'll go first. I do have kind of a man crush with Jordan Love. I do think he's going to be a good quarterback. But I'm going with the darling here. I think if Detroit is going to get out of the cellar and stop being Detroit, it's now or never. So I'm going to go with Detroit to win the division. I'm calling 11 wins, 11-6.
Wow.
And then I'm going with the Packers to finish second at 10-7.
Okay.
I just don't believe in Kirk Cousins, and that like I think they're going to put up numbers, but it's not going to translate to wins. Like when you have a receiver like Jefferson, Cousins can sling it, so he'll just put it in a spot, and Jefferson will go get it. But I don't think
it's a lot like Calvin Johnson with the Lions.
Right. I just don't think it translates to.
Yeah.
So I'm going Lions, Packers, Vikings, Bears.
Wow. Well, see, I'm picking. I like Chicago, Minnesota, Detroit, Packers.
Wow.
Packers last?
Yep.
Wow.
Go ahead, Sean. I went first last time, so.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at my other. I don't know my list, but yeah, I'm gonna go. I had a hard time with this one. I just don't.
It's a tough division to pick.
Yeah, this is a tough one. I still don't believe in Jared Goff. I just don't. And then I look at Minnesota and I'm like, man, because that offense is so good. Still, it's still gonna be a good offense. But that defense sucks. And like Green Bay, I just don't know about Jordan Love. I don't know about the defense.
That's where I'm at with Detroit. Like at least Detroit can look on the defensive side, and they got Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, I don't think the Bears. I don't think the Bears have enough. Like, someone's tried to tell me that Justin Fields has a better arm than Jalen Hurts.
I think he does. I think his arm's stronger. I don't know if it's more accurate.
Oh, and more accurate.
No, it's not more.
He said
it's stronger.
He said faster, stronger, more accurate than Jalen Hurts. I went.
I'd agree with that until the accurate thing. He's probably faster.
He's definitely faster.
Right, and he's probably stronger than Hurts.
You think he's stronger than Hurts?
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
No, arm stronger.
Right, arm strength.
Oh no, he's not stronger than Hurts.
No, like Justin Fields. If it ever works out, but he's got a fucking cannon. Like he's got a cannon.
Jamarcus Russell had a
cannon
too.
Right. We're just talking about this comment that was made. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't go Bears. I might have to go Lions. I can't go Bears, dude. I don't think the Bears make that much of a leap by adding DJ Moore. The Lions made the moves to make themselves actually better on both sides of the ball. And like you said, Aiden Hutchinson is a up-and-comer. So I'll reluctantly say Lions. I'll go Lions. And again, reluctantly say Vikings, Packers, Bears. Yeah. That's tough. That's a tough one.
They're all almost like all four teams are almost equally average. Like equally okay.
Yeah, none of them are okay. So here's my thing. I think the hype train on Justin Fields is ridiculously over the top.
Yeah, like he had a 5-game run last year. Like so what?
How did they do? They finished
right. They didn't win.
That's where I'm at.
Right.
That's why I can't say they're going to win the division.
All right, so they got DJ Moore, who went from a one shit team to another.
But he's got a better quarterback now. But
okay,
he's got a better quarterback. He's got a stable quarterback situation. Carolina, every fucking way, Sam Darnold and fucking whoever, like you didn't know who's the quarterback.
Does he have a better quarterback now, though?
That's what I mean. He has a better quarterback now.
I mean, more stable situation.
Like it's more stable, but is Justin Fields better than Bryce Young?
Oh. I see what you're saying. Oh, I don't know.
Right.
I haven't seen Bryce Young play in the NFL yet, so I don't know.
So, I mean,
that's
anyway. So,
so much for it's fucking 10:00.
Detroit. Fuck. I'm in between Detroit and Minnesota for the division.
Yeah, that's where I was.
I'm gonna go Minnesota because at least they've proven it.
Okay.
The Lions have been the Lions, and they've lined for years.
Lions are gonna line.
So I can't quite do that. I think offensively that team's pretty good. Defensively, I expect them to be a little bit better. Minnesota was 13-4. They lost a little bit. I get it, but it's a long way to drop down from 13-4 to lose the division in an average division.
And they got Justin Jefferson.
When they got Justin Jefferson.
Yes.
So I'm going to go Minnesota. I'm going to say the Lions have a tie or something that ends up costing them.
That's not a bad thought.
Yeah.
It would be a Lion thing
Yeah.
to lose the division because they finish 8-1.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let's not forget Minnesota. Dalvin Cook opened a lot of that up for them last year.
That's true.
Yeah,
they don't. He's not there no more.
I like
that's
Cook
gonna
a lot. I don't.
That's
think
going to hurt them.
I don't think Madison's a huge downgrade for them, though.
And I'm right there with Sean. I don't think they lose much in the running game. And I don't mean that as a dig on Dalvin Cook. It's just I think Madison.
Who's after Madison?
I don't know, Cunt Jones.
C. Jones, yeah.
Okay. I hope Cunt Jones can play because
he plays for a lot of people. God damn it.
He's a fucking versatile dude, man.
He shaves a lot of lines.
God damn it. He has a great agent, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He sure does.
Yeah, it's Chase Daniels' agent.
I'm going to pick Green Bay to finish third.
It's Summer's Eve.
I'm going to say that the hype train on Justin
Smoky Oaky barbecue flavor.
Not that I'm huge on Jordan Love, but I don't know. Aaron Jones.
Summer's Eve. Minus
Aaron
that
Jones,
7.
I don't know. I think that Chicago's just bad. So I'm going to finish again, it's going to be like a 6-11, 5-12 type thing, but I'll pick Green Bay to finish ahead of Chicago.
And you got Minnesota winning the division, then Detroit behind them.
But at half game time.
But because of a tie. So Minnesota finishes 10-7, and
it'll be like an 11-6, and then it'll be like a 10-6-1.
Just so you guys know, our
Detroit thing,
our NFL, the 2 division previews have gone a half hour.
What the fuck?
Yeah. We're all right. So that wraps it up. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, can we just talk about the fact that Milwaukee's hats are the most fucking stupid, ridiculous thing I've ever seen?
All right, fellas. That's enough for me.
Yeah, now.
All right, bro.
Garrett.
All right, Garrett. Talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Good luck in your fantasy draft tomorrow,
good luck, man.
Thanks a lot, fellas.
All right, dude. All right, so Gary's out. Peterson, Lions 11-6, Vikings 9-8, Bears 7-10, Packers 5-12. No love for the Packers.
So I like the ball and the glove. That's cool. That's a cool hat. But this MKE thing with the fucking blue, it's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool, but
all right. So, do we? Are we doing this argument now this week, or should we hold it? Because
let's fucking do it.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
All
right. So weeks ago we talked about if Reed won a couple Super Bowls, could he be Belichick? Could he surpass Belichick as, I guess, arguably the greatest coach ever? So I pulled up some stats. We'll go through them. Regular season, you could you can make the argument. Win percentage right now, Belichick 66.2, Reed 64.1. Regular season wins, Belichick is 298, Reed has 247. So Reed coaches a couple more years. I see you saying Reed's a better regular season coach. Where I think it favors Belichick, and I get that he had Brady, which comes into play, but Walsh had Montana and so on and so forth. Playoff wins, Belichick 31, Reed 22. All right, 9 more wins. Reed could finish with that. I get that. Playoff losses, Belichick 13. Reed already has 16.
Mm-hmm.
That I think is the determination. The playoff win percentage is 70.5 to 57.9. Reed's done decent. He's 58%, but 70.5, Reed can't catch him there.
No, the win percentage, he's not going to catch them.
And the amount of Super Bowls, he's probably not catching them either.
Right.
So
and the point I made when this all started was it's a conversation.
Right. Okay.
Like I never said that.
So basically, like if Mahomes plays another 12 years,
and we'll get into Mahomes and Brady. That's the next thing.
yeah. So if Mahomes, but he's going to need Mahomes for so
is Reed coaching the next?
Yeah,
12
but
years?
I don't even think Reed's coaching that long.
Yeah,
so
that's true too.
Even if he catches another 6 years, say he gets 2 or 3 Super Bowls,
And he wins 3 more, so that gives him 5.
it's the same as Belichick, right?
no, Belichick has 6.
Yeah, Belichick is. Right. Is that right?
Yeah, he's got
Brady
6.
Brady has 7.
Yeah. Brady's 7-3 in Super Bowls. Belichick
Yeah.
6-3.
Yeah. Reed wins 3 more.
Because
Yeah, but it's still not. He's still 7. The playoff win percentage, he can't catch 70%.
Okay, so but it's not taken into consideration that Reed competed for a Super Bowl with Michael Vick, Jay Feely, or AJ Feely.
Gay guy from San Francisco.
The when he first went to Kansas City,
I feel you.
Alex Smith.
Alex Smith.
I hear you, but who was...
All right, so where else I'll go? How long has Andy Reid been coaching, right? He was with the Eagles for 14 years.
Okay.
I think he's in his 10th year.
He'll be going his 10th year this year.
Right, so he's in his 10th year.
Yeah.
So 9 years in Kansas City, right? So that's 14 and 9. That's 23 years. Right?
Belichick's been about the same.
Okay, right. So 23 years.
Okay.
How many of them years has Reed competed for the Super Bowl? 19?
Might be a little high, but okay.
How's it high? He did for 10 years with the Eagles, dude. Then 9 years with the Chiefs.
And how many years has Belichick competed for the Super Bowl?
He hasn't competed for a playoff spot since Tom Brady left.
But that's been 3 years.
It's been 4. He had 2 years with Cam Newton and 2 years with Mac Jones.
So the only thing,
but it's still been 20 years before that. And I get the argument. I get the argument that Reed's done it with less quarterback wise or whatever. But Belichick has had to compete against Manning and Rivers and...
Okay, Reed had to compete against Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre.
He did have to compete against Warner the 1 year. I'll give you that.
There's been quarterbacks in the NFC too,
he
dude.
lost to Jake Delhomme.
He did right.
Brad Johnson.
Right. He did.
God damn it.
I just can't. I can't see how Reed can catch Belichick.
I'm not saying he's going to catch. Dude. This all started because I said it's a conversation.
Right.
That's it.
And I'm saying that I don't see how. Reed
So
gets
it's
in the
not even a conversation. That's what it's not even you can't even make an argument is what you're saying.
Yeah. So let's just keep it as that. All right. Is it a conversation? Is it at least in the conversation if Reed wins 3 Super Bowls in the next 6 years? Is it at least a conversation? They have the same amount of Super Bowls.
I think we just said that he would still be one less.
Right. He'd be one behind him.
He'd be one behind him.
That's fine.
Right.
That's fine. I'm 7-6.
Right.
Or 6-5, whatever.
6-5.
That's
lower, still less playoff wins, much more losses, lower playoff win percentage.
Without the greatest quarterback of all time, though. And that's...
I know, but nobody takes that into consideration when they're talking about Walsh. Nobody takes that into consideration when they're talking about Phil Jackson.
All right, but Walsh didn't coach for as long as Andy Reid has coached.
And my argument against that is why Bill Walsh invented the West Coast offense. Bill Walsh did a lot for the game. Chuck Noll had an outstanding defense. Landry, fantastic coach for all those. George Halas, those amazing coaches. George Halas and Belichick, to me, are closer than anybody, despite the fact that Chuck Noll won 4 straight. Like, those guys are right neck and neck because Halas did it for a long time in Chicago. And
right.
The difference is that why Reed and Belichick are different from those guys. If now, not yet. Reed's not in the conversation with George Halas yet. Sorry, he's not.
Right.
The reason why they're different is because of free agent. The teams are different.
Right.
The sport is different.
Mm-hmm.
The turnover is so different now. That it's more. Think about it. It's facts. It's more difficult to keep going back year after year than it was back then. What team is winning 4 in a row now?
Right.
You can't. A team wins 3 out of 6 years and they're a dynasty.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, Belichick went 10 years. Like, didn't Brady and Belichick go 10 years without winning?
How many AFC title games?
Something like it was a long stretch like that. Yeah.
How many AFC? Think about the stretch where
Roethlisberger was another one.
It was Roethlisberger, Manning, and Brady, and up until like 2 years ago, it was the first time that one of them wasn't involved
in an AFC
since 2001.
Right.
Yeah. That's insanity.
Yeah.
That's beyond impressive. I mean, that in itself is just insane. So to say he's not in the I agree with Ryan. I think it's a conversation to be had.
If he wins 3 more.
If he wins 3 more in the next 6, we're saying 6 years because we're thinking maybe he's done in 6 years. That's why we're saying 6 years, right? And Mahomes could be done playing at this level in 6 years.
Well, yeah, I mean, we'll talk about that.
His style of play.
We'll talk about that in a
second. I think it's going to last, but
it's just
people could say that about Hurts too. But
yeah, well, we get another 8-9 years of Hurts. So I think I'd be all right. But I don't know. Like, and I get that it's Brady, but McNabb was good too. He wasn't Brady.
Not even in the same conversation as Brady.
No, he wasn't. But again, in the NFC, it's not that like Reed had shit quarterbacks. It's not like Reed had shit quarterbacks.
But he didn't have Tom Brady, dude. Like,
but he has Mahomes now, which is this.
So you're all right. So you're
this
saying
era's Tom Brady.
all right. So you're saying Mahomes is going to be the greatest of all time.
We're gonna have that discussion next, but I'm not saying that he's going to be the greatest of all time.
But you're diminishing what Reed's accomplished because he has Patrick Mahomes. Like, you're projecting Mahomes to be the greatest of all time.
Well, I'm saying if you're diminishing what Belichick said because he had Tom Brady, then I think
that's not because
no. Isn't that exactly the same thing?
No, it's not, because Patrick Mahomes isn't even in that conversation with Tom Brady yet.
Right now,
he's not.
Hold on.
He's played for 5 years, dude.
Yeah, he's not even close.
It's not even. It can't be mentioned.
Yeah, he's not even close to that level yet.
But his first 5 years.
No, Mike, you can't do that, dude. Tom Brady was the best quarterback in the NFL for 23 years.
Yeah,
Mahomes played for 5.
Tom Brady also went 10 years without winning the Super Bowl.
He's the greatest quarterback ever. He was the best quarterback in the NFL for 23 years.
Okay, and
you're projecting Mahomes, who's played 5 years, to be better than that.
No, I'm not projecting that. I'm not projecting that. I'm saying that he had McNabb and now he has Mahomes. Mahomes is the best quarterback and has been for the last 5 years.
Okay, yes. But that doesn't put him in the conversation as the greatest of all time.
If he wins 3 more Super Bowls.
No, he's still
in 6 years.
All right, so if he wins 3 Super Bowls in 6 years, he gets in the conversation as the greatest quarterback of all time. But Andy Reid doesn't get in the conversation as the greatest coach of all time.
See, I think this is all hypothetical stuff. So like, don't
you scenario me.
Don't you scenario me, guy. That's the thing. It's all hypothetical. With that being said, let's just play along here, because I actually agree. I agree with Mike. If Mahomes wins 3 more Super Bowls in the next 5 years, 6 years, he's in that conversation too.
Then so is Andy Reid,
right? And I didn't disagree with you on that.
I did.
I didn't,
yeah,
but he did.
I did. Yes, and and I'll explain why.
But you can't have both.
I'll explain why. I got the stats.
Because I think now and just the counter. Hit a home run.
Three-run
shot. Yeah. Trey Turner.
There's clutch.
Trey Turner, 3-run home run, baby, in the bottom of the top of the 8th to put the Phillies up 5-3. Awesome.
Wow, they were down 3. They were up 1-0, down 3-1. That's awesome.
Oh, that's huge.
Team, dude. That's
Trey Turner,
team,
man.
Dude.
All right, here we go.
So hold on. So just yeah. Now
I knew this was going to get.
No. And this isn't going to be a
it's
long.
All right.
No. So here's the thing, though, because there's always been that conversation.
Is that JT?
Yeah, he was on base.
Oh, he's on base. Okay.
There was always that conversation that is it Brady? Is it Belichick? Is it Brady? Is it Belichick?
Right.
Is it Brady? Is it Belichick? Well,
it was Brady.
It seems like it might have been more Brady.
There's never been that conversation with Andy Reid. Was it McNabb or was it Reid? There was never that conversation. It was Mahomes or was it Reid? Reid was able to get close. Yeah, he didn't win it with McNabb, but he was close. Belichick has never been close with anybody else except for when he had Tom Brady.
Okay.
So, yeah, that has to be
taken into consideration. It has to be. It's got to be.
Okay.
So, are you going to read?
So, like, it just seems like you're dismissing that.
No, I'm just looking statistically.
Fucking Turner, man.
Okay, so what's the statistics
tell
you?
Well, I mean, the statistics in Andy Reid is, again, the playoff win percentage is 70.5% to 58%. The playoff wins, he's 9 less, but 3 more.
Mm-hmm.
9 less wins, but 3 more losses.
Mm-hmm.
With a
like he's never
less than with not as great of a quarterback. Although he's come up short.
He has.
Yeah.
He's come up short
in games that he should have won, where, yes, I mean, Belichick probably should have beat the Giants both years.
But and on top of that, think about all the AFC title games that the Patriots went to and they didn't win.
Right.
There's a lot there, too. It's not like Belichick's made of...
They lost in the playoffs twice to a Mark Sanchez quarterback Jets.
Before in the semis, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 2 years in a row.
Yeah, so Belichick's come up short, too.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like he's made of Teflon here. Neither one of them are. One son killed him, killed people, and
all right, so
fucking the other one didn't. And
all right, so we beat that to death. I mean,
what's the father thing?
You know what happens if you do another turn in the joint? Fuck your father in the shower and then have a snack. You're gonna charge me, dickhead?
You old
right.
fat bitch! You old fat bitch!
Here we go. So
you fat bitch!
Here's Brady Mahomes. This is projecting Mahomes to play 23 years. Some of the projections. Now, to play at the level that he's playing at now, the way that Brady played at the level that he's playing at now is asking a ridiculous amount.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Brady is a fucking unicorn.
Yeah.
Mahomes
Give your balls a tug, you tit fucker.
probably can't do that. No one has.
Right. But you're projecting it.
But I'm projecting.
Okay.
I'm projecting.
You have to like when there's a guy coming right in your face and he just sits in there and delivers it really well.
So Brady in 23 years had 89,214 yards.
Jesus Christ. He threw for 90,000 fucking yards.
He also rushed for 1,100 yards. It's a good
Did
season.
he really?
That's a good season.
Wow.
23 seasons. That's a good season. Mahomes is thrown for 24,241. Already rushed for 1,500, so he's already surpassed him rushing wise. So rushing, he's going to have 98,000 more.
I'm surprised he's
going to
98. No, wait, did you say 98,000 more?
No, I'm sorry.
9,800 more.
No, I'm sorry. So I think combined, he's going to have 98,000
more yards passing and rushing.
Passing and rushing combined, or something like that's going to be 98,000. So that's going to be more.
Wait, 98,000 more or 9,800 more?
No, 98,000
total.
Oh,
Brady's got.
keep saying more though.
Yeah, but Brady's got 90,000
more.
Yeah, Brady's got 90,000, and Mahomes is going to have 98,000.
English, motherfucker.
He's
Do
got
you speak it?
90,000 passing yards.
Right. Passing and rushing combined. TDs. Brady has 649.
TDs.
Has 28 rushing touchdowns.
He's got 28 rushing touchdowns.
28.
Hurts almost had that last year.
Yeah.
Hurts had what, 13 last year?
Mahomes already has 192 passing and then 12 rushing.
He's only got 12 career rushing touchdowns?
Yeah. Surprisingly.
That's surprising.
So, I mean, so that puts Brady at like just over 675. Mahomes projected 23 years at 781. Interceptions. Brady has 212. Mahomes is 49 now. It would project out to be 188. So he has less interceptions. He's projected to be less interceptions. Completion 7,753. Mahomes has 1985. He projects to have 7603. So, Brady a little bit more. Rating right now, Brady has 97.2. Mahomes right now is at 105.7.
So a couple things here. Phil, Reed built from nothing with no one with two different teams. Belichick has only one team.
He didn't build from
I
one.
kind of disagree with that too. I mean,
well, when he came to Philly, he built that organization ground up.
So did Belichick.
Yeah,
nobody knew who Brady was.
So yeah, I mean Belichick.
Belichick had.
Who did Belichick? Who did the
Bledsoe.
Patriots? What did the Patriots have?
They were 3 years off a Super Bowl.
No, well, okay, yeah, 97, sure. But that team wasn't the same team as it was.
But Brewski was there.
Curtis Martin there?
No, he might have been going by then.
Curtis Martin was gone.
No, I mean, I don't know. I feel like
I don't know. I don't know if they went to the Super Bowl his first year there.
When did he start there?
2000. 2001.
No, so it wasn't 2000.
It was 2001.
2000. So the year after he started.
No, his first year there, they went to the Super Bowl.
So he started in 2001?
Yes. Him and Brady came in together.
I think he was there the year before that.
I think it was because it's 23 seasons, and it's 2023 going into 2024.
Okay, so he was there in 2000.
2000.
Okay, so 1 year.
Right.
All right.
But then the next year you go to the Super Bowl and there wasn't a team in place.
Yeah. I'm just reading off what Phil. I don't remember fucking 23 years ago. What the fuck? Peterson said, "We're not taking into account that along with the stats, Andy Reid also produced some of the best head coaches, better coaching tree. So I think he's a better coach all around." That's Phil. That's Dave Peterson.
I mean, Vrabel. I mean, obviously, fucking Crater Chin didn't do anything.
No. Charlie Weiss, Crater Chin. Is that what you're talking about?
Bill O'Brien.
Yeah,
Bill O'Brien. All right.
He's got the Crater Chin.
Look at where the coaches ended up. Screw the players.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking crater.
Kansas City had no one. Phil said. Phil's still saying Kansas City had nobody.
No, that's totally not true.
Yeah, that's not true.
He went there with a fucking
Kansas City had a good team when he went there.
Yeah, everybody knew it, and they had an early pick because things didn't work out.
No, they had an early pick because they traded up. They traded up to get Mahomes.
Yeah.
No, not Mahomes.
Oh, because he traded from like 26 or something to move
15.
up.
Yeah, but they got him at 15. But no, when he left Philadelphia, he was coming into a good situation.
Oh yeah, it wasn't. Oh fuck, they got 2 men on, 1 out.
So
you can never have that shut
who's
down.
pitching?
Alvarado. So
it's a good pitch too. Actually, dude. Okay, hold on. So Alvarado pitches it, right? Look at the batter. It's a fucking base hit, and the dude's jumping up and down like he just won the game. This is all right. I don't want to get into that.
Right.
That's just fucking stupid.
All right,
Phil, squirrel. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's a big game, though. This is a big series. And the dude gets a base hit for a single. There's one down. Guess what? I hope you get doubled up, you fuck face.
Yeah, double up would be fucking awesome.
All right, here we go. Playoff games.
And then dude hop in front of him when you get him out. Fucking idiot. Oh, Kimbrel's warming up. Oh, Christ.
Brady has 48 playoff games. Mahomes will project to be 54. Playoff yardage. Brady has, between passing and rushing, has 13,533. Mahomes would have 17,143. TDs, 95.
Show me your TDs.
95 for Brady total. Right now, Mahomes already has 40. He'd have 153.
Holy shit.
If he played 23 years.
He's not going to play 23 years.
Yes. Right. Interceptions. Brady has 40 in the playoffs. Mahomes has 7. If he played 23 years, he'd have 27. Completions.
Brady had 40 interceptions in the playoffs.
40 interceptions in the playoffs. Mahomes would have more completions.
Yeah.
His rating, Brady's rating is 89.8 in the playoffs. Mahomes is 107.4.
I was going to say, that's not a great rating. 89.8.
Right.
That's
It's
not
a
great.
lot of games, though.
Yeah.
Like how many playoff games has Mahomes played now?
It's playoff games.
Right. Like how many
games
playoff
are different, dude.
How many playoff games has Mahomes played?
Mahomes has
now?
played 14.
Right. Brady's played
48.
48.
Yeah, and the playoffs.
That's 3 seasons worth of fucking playoff
Right,
games.
and they're bringing in. I know Hoffman's warming up. The fuck, dude? Come on, 3-0 count. Get him the fuck out of the game. Jesus Christ, Alvarado. Pull him.
Alvarado
Pull
drives
him.
me nuts.
Get him out of the game. I don't fucking, dude. I don't care what you got to do. Talk to him. Let Hoffman warm up. Get him out of the fucking game. He can't pitch right now.
So here you go. Hold on. A couple more
Jesus
stats.
Christ.
Conference championships games. Brady was in 14. Mahomes has been in 5 in a row. He's going to be he's projected to be 19 if he played 23 years.
It's fucking stupid. Like,
Brady's been in 10 Super Bowls.
so he's projected, if he plays 23 years, to be in a championship game 19.
Yes.
That's fucking insane, dude.
Well, he's been in 5 in his first 6 years.
Yeah, like
Super Bowls. Brady's been in 10. Mahomes has been in 3. He's projected to have 11 in 23 years. Super Bowl wins. Brady has 7. Mahomes has 2. He's projected to have 8. So, yeah.
that's the key, though. He's not going to play that long.
Right, exactly. Brady's had 5 Super Bowl MVPs in his 7. Mahomes had both of his, so he
Projected to have 8.
Yeah.
Double play. Come on. Finally, a fucking strike. Dude, if they get a double play, that would be amazing.
Mahomes has had, or Brady's been in 15 Pro Bowls. Mahomes has 5 out of 6 so far, so 19, 15.
What happened to the year he didn't make it?
Oh, it's probably his rookie year.
Yeah.
Nobody knew who he was.
Phil said Mike's putting people to sleep with this.
Oh, fuck you, Bill. Fucking past your bedtime anyway.
He said it's past his bedtime.
Now, Brady would actually have more wins overall, it seems.
So Brady would have more
251,
wins.
251 to 245 overall.
You know.
So he's got that going for him.
Isn't that the ultimate stat?
What, in the regular season?
I mean.
So, yeah, I mean, again, Brady's a unicorn because he's going to be, because he played for that long. And
Right.
Mahomes will never last that long.
No, you're lucky you get 15 years out of Mahomes with the way he plays.
Right.
Well,
if you got 15 years, then you're almost in the conversation. Not quite, but almost, because you got to play longer than that to.
Right, like that's part of it. So I see, like I get what you're saying.
Right. I mean,
like
I'm just going with
totally.
stats.
Right. But I totally think
He walked in a fucking run. I gotta take a piss.
Yeah, I'm fucking aggravated. All right. Let's do While You're Drunk, call the show. We're near the end here. Yeah. Hey, Thompson, you should have pulled him after the last batter. When he loaded the bases, He should have pulled him then. This fucking God, fucking damn it, dude. You can't. You can trust the bullpen, Mike. This bullpen's better than last year. You couldn't hear Mike off the mic.
Yeah, well, Alvarado's only his third or fourth appearance since being on the IL for 2 months. Like Alvarado will be fine.
This bullpen is better than it was last year. But lately, Kimbrel blew a game yesterday or Wednesday. Or
that's not on Kimbrel, if you ask me. If JT's in the game, you don't even face the guy who hit the 2-run homer because JT doesn't let the ball get by him on the third strike.
I know.
So I don't. That game was on Stubbs.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, but still, you still had guys on. I mean,
No, that was the first batter, dude.
Yeah, and what happened after that?
Someone had a hit, but then he would have had the double play.
Yeah, I guess. Still like here. It's not just that game. Like Kimbrel's been kind of shaky the last few times out. Whether it's a save situation or not, it's been an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Phil said he could have heard Mike. He heard Mike from his house, so he heard him off the mic. All right, let's do Why You're Drunk. Call the show.
I am not drunk, man. You trying to make
fuck
me
are we
drunk.
over 2 hours?
It's time to catch up on some things you may have missed.
Do you think a
be quick.
six-pack is acceptable?
While you were drunk.
I'm drunk and I love cats. What more do you need to know?
The Washington, whatever the fucks, beat the Baltimore Ravens in the preseason. And you're like, what the fuck did we care about that for? That's because the Ravens had 24 straight wins in the preseason, which is obviously an NFL record. Washington finally beats them. The Ravens go down.
Good.
That's insane.
I'm glad it's over.
That's insane.
What the fuck does 24 straight preseason wins mean?
It means you're good at practicing.
Yeah, that's well done.
You jerk off a lot.
Yeah,
that's what it means. That's exactly what
exactly.
It means.
You know what I'm saying?
I work with retards.
That's what it means. Cleveland DFA'd Noah Syndergaard. Remember when the Phillies went out and got Thor last year? And Thor actually, look, Thor was a part of the playoff, run and helped us and whatever, and started a few games and did a lot of short starts. Remember, because remember he would start three innings and out. Yeah, they acquired him in the trade deadline, and then they nah, you suck. He had a 7 ERA, and they're like, yeah, you're gone. So I don't think he even signed with anybody. So.
I think if Noah Syndergaard wants to continue a career, he has to
cut his hair.
Well, he has to accept the fact that his best chance is being a reliever.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where was that pitch?
It was 0-2. It was outside.
So Jonathan Taylor, that situation. So I just wanted to bring that up. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor requested trade. The basically the team says, "Nah, you're not going to get traded." And then, oh wow, big out, strikeout. Hoffman got in a bad swing on that. Oh,
yeah, that was ugly. That was like a Castellano swing.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. So now they're like, okay, you know what? We'll entertain this. We'll trade you. We'll trade you. And then they ask around, and people are like, nah, because. Now your asking price is too high.
They asked for a first. They either asked for a first round. They asked Miami, give us Waddle, we'll give you Taylor. Miami's like, fuck you.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
See that, and that's
they wanted Jalen Waddle for Taylor.
Yeah.
See, and that's where I'm at. Like everybody knows.
Say he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, everybody knows how I feel about running backs. They're a dime a dozen, right? But if you have a good one and you're not going to pay them. You can't then go say I want a first round pick for him. Like you can't get it both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't
so like if you're not going to pay him, you take what you can get,
right,
and let them move on.
They're asking for a first rounder or a Waddle.
Right. So like the value's not there when it's time to pay him, but you want the value when it's time to trade him.
Lori calls or Roseman calls. Yeah, we want Devontae Smith for him straight up. Like, can you imagine? Like,
yeah.
Like, get the fuck out of here with that.
Well, that's also the point where like everyone's like, oh, the Eagles should like. I'm like,
I'll give you a
Eagles
third.
have Swift. Like,
Yeah, why would the Eagles do that move? And then what? And then you got to pay them?
That's the thing, too. Like, the Eagles don't pay running backs.
No, and they're in a situation right now. 0-2 or 2-2.
2-2, yeah.
They're in a situation right now that's ideal.
Right.
They have talent in that running back room.
And depth.
At
Miles
cheap,
Sanders is making 7.2. Miles Sanders is making 7.2 million.
Their whole running
We're
back
paying all 4 running backs the same amount.
Exactly. Yeah, that's insane. Absolutely insane.
Oh no!
Oh shit! Ground ball. Well, it's bottom 8th. It's not over yet. Got him. Ah, fuck! They scored a game. They scored the.
Yeah, that's 2.
No, they scored 3.
Oh shit! Boom! What the fuck?
That was an easy play. Well, not easy, but that was a pick.
If he stops it, like
all he's got to do is field it and.
Oh God, dude, he must feel his shit right now.
He lost him the game.
All right.
I'm not gonna be too hard on fucking.
Yeah,
Bomb's
been really, 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 really good this year. So that's it happened.
Wait, what? Joe Credent.
God, that was bad.
Bomb.
That was bad.
Oh God, he just couldn't get.
All he needed to do was step on the bag.
He's out.
He's out
at home. Yeah, he's
Still
out.
6'5".
He's out. It doesn't matter. That's a big deal.
Well, yeah.
Look at him picking him up, though. Come on, get up.
Yeah.
On.
Yeah, he's out at home, so it's 6'5". That should be a challenge. Anyway, Joe Cardano. The Colts are paying their kicker $22 million for the next 3 years.
Yep.
But Taylor's 7.8 for the next 3 years, and they won't work with him.
Yep. That's
wait.
It's
what?
crap. Yeah, he signed a punter for $22.8 million for a 3-year deal. Yeah.
Are you sure?
It's Irsay saying "fuck you."
Oh man. Yeah, he did, dude. So
no.
And here's
$22 million.
And here's over the next 3 years. So the other thing too is that when this all happened, the ownership came out and said, we're a really good organization. Players love playing for us. Matt Ryan, like, I don't care what anyone says. I like Matt Ryan a lot.
So do I.
I think he's a stand-up dude. Matt Ryan's like, no, that was a complete shit show last year playing for them.
Yeah.
Like, that was horrible playing for that organization.
They called him safe.
You know what? It doesn't matter, dude. They all right. And
it sucks because they
It's
blew
not
the
on Bomb. It's not on Bomb. This is on fucking Alvarado.
Bomb's got to make that play.
He does have to make that play, but they didn't lose this game because of Bomb. Like Alvarado's one of your top pitchers. He's got to come in and close it down.
He loaded the bases, dude,
right,
and walked in a run. Like, Doug Peterson, Dougie P.
Yeah, I know where you're going with this.
I missed this one, I think.
Doug Peterson cut his son.
Yep.
From the football team.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So that shows you there's no, no.
Yes, it's true. This man has no dick.
No, it's not. It's quite contrary. Quite the contrary there.
What's that? The
You know what that's
First-
from? That's from Ghostbusters. Nepotism.
Nepotism.
Yeah.
That's the fucking word I was
Yeah,
looking
nepotism. No nepotism there. He's like, not. You know what I wrote? I meant to write Peterson cuts his son off. It says Peterson cuts his son up. These are completely different things. Doug, did you just kill a guy? Yeah, it's my son. Oh, I guess
You should lay low for a while.
I guess
That escalated quickly.
I guess you really are Andy Reid's protege, aren't you?
See?
Man. And finally, while you were drunk, Gil Brandt died at 91. And all I have to say is there's nothing better than a dead cowboy.
I thought we were talking about the story.
We're too long.
All right. That's another day.
Yeah. You missed my fucking joke. That's cool. All right.
He's so disappointed.
Yeah, I said Gil Brandt died at 91. There's nothing better than a dead cowboy. Fuck Dallas. That's all I got to say about that. He was a Cowboy.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Cool. All right.
We didn't miss it. It just wasn't that good.
All right. You can suck my dick. Hey, Mike. Ryan already hurts. Mike, what's 6.9?
6.9?
Yeah. Another good thing ruined by a period. All right, guys. Corner Pub Sports. We had fun tonight.
Yeah, I guess that's how we're.
Yeah, that's our cue.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah, that's it. We'll save a story for next week. We'll save the Charles story for next week. All right.
Okay. It ain't going anywhere.
No. And next week, I struck out twice on guests this week, so maybe next week we'll get a fucking guest and some other asshole to join us. The Reed one was better. I don't know. I don't know which the Reed one was. Oh, the Andy Reid killing the sun. Nighter gents, capitals and lowercase letters.
All
Dave,
right.
how much you smoking, brother?
DP.
Everybody,
Yeah, I like it. I like that.
Yeah, it's good.
It's like the stock market.
That's like any time a Cowboys fan goes, "We them boys."
Yeah. You see the MKE?
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
That's corny.
I don't get it. Anyone that hung out with us all night
Milwaukee.
live, we thank you very much. Peterson, Dave.
It's actually pronounced Milwaukee.
Yep. Joe. Thank you, man. Anybody
Good
else that
times.
hung out? Yep, Jay Parr. Thank you
Get on
guys.
this shit, Hoffman.
And
strike this motherfucker out.
Gotta strike this motherfucker.
All right.
Those are hanging
We'll see you next week.
Those are hanging on live. Stay tuned for boner coverage.
Nah, no boner coverage.
Boner coverage.
No boner
I
coverage
was
this
watching
week.
that in the Phillies game. And then
You
those
ain't going home until the end of the Phillies game.
who download the show, we'll see you guys next week. Mike, play us out, DJ.
Penis out.
All right. Boner coverage.
Is there anybody on the
Yeah,
boner
yeah.
coverage?
Yeah, they listen.
4 people.
They do.
Still 4 people.
Can we get
All
a
right.
fucking out here? What the fuck?
Dude, I don't know what's going on here with this team, man.
They can't get that shutdown inning, man. Anytime they fucking
So basically, we don't have
They
a,
are frustrating.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know what happened to my sheet that I had.
There's something on the ground, I think.
Yeah, that's it. Fuck.
What is it?
What sheet?
That was the agenda, and I had other shit written down to talk about, and
I've seen it on the ground. I thought that when I seen you write something, I
you
was
stepped on it, you cocksucker.
I literally looked
You
at it.
stepped on it like you couldn't pick it up?
Yeah, he fucking stepped on
I looked at it and I'm like, huh, that looks curious. And then I seen Sean writing down stuff. I'm like, oh, it looks like he has.
I'm
what
just
he
gonna
has.
grab a beer and go sit down.
I was like, I
No,
think
he
he's
did
got
not.
what he
He,
needs. All right, cool. Like, I guess
Look, you
that's his stuff
cocksucker.
from last week.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Joe. I do it myself.
Hey, they got the final out. Cool, you're down by 2, and now you got to score 2 more runs.
But is Bomb up? Does Bomb bat in this inning? Yes, he
Yes.
does. Yes, he does. Get a runner on.
Castellanos and Stott go on, and then Bum hits a home
Get
run.
a fucking
Dude.
runner on. Get a runner on.
I think he's in his own head, dude. He's still upset.
Oh, I'm sure he is. I've been there in my fucking, beer league, softball league.
God damn it. Yeah, it is what it is.
Can they still comment? Yeah, they can still comment.
Yeah,
right?
everyone's still commenting. Dave Peterson said boner coverage with his uppercase and lowercase.
Grab me a lager. Oh, please, yeah. Seriously, I looked at that on the ground and I was like, oh. And then I seen you writing stuff. I'm like, oh, cool. He has what he needs.
Why do you got to do an IPA?
Because
So your
why not?
I'm just checking your head. Is that better? Is it still doing it? Check. 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 Is it like going in and
Nah,
out?
it's all staticky and shit.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That headphone's done that.
Yeah, these are frying out. How much we got in the kitty?
12, so that's about enough for that.
All right, there you go. Order a set of headphones.
$1,200 or $12? All right.
No, we got $12 left for podcast coverage.
All right.
And then we're gonna have to start going to you guys. Hey, 50.
Hey, you want to keep listening? You got to send $2 a week.
Yeah, SJ Parr's bought food and beer for the last month.
Yeah, Jay's been off.
Yeah, I didn't see Polsky on tonight, but he's
No, he said that him and Geraldine were going to a new place that just opened.
Oh, okay.
So he said he was going to be on late. He must have got drunk.
He never went on. Yeah, he was.
He must have got drunk.
He was texting some dumb shit. I don't know what he was texting. Hey, Kristen Cordana, how are you? Unicorn, she wrote. That's awesome.
All right, here we go.
All right, so yeah, Castellanos, Stott, and boom. So maybe he can. Castellanos will strike out in 3 pitches. Watch.
And there's one.
Yep. What? What the fuck? What is he?
Yeah, I like it though.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, but what is he yelling about? You just gave up 3 runs in that inning. What are you yelling about?
He didn't give up 3 runs.
No, the team did. But like, what are you talking shit for? Your team just went down. You gained a lead. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Because you don't know what was said to him. The way they're jumping around, like you said after you hit the single. You know what I mean?
What's the difference? They just took the lead, and now you have to try to come back.
Nah, well, whatever.
You know what the equivalent of that is, Ryan? They score 11 in that inning, and then you talk shit walking off the mound. Like, what the fuck's the difference? Like, we're up now. Like, we just whooped your ass that inning, and you're gonna talk shit walking off the mound because you got a 3rd out.
But that's why it's a 3-game series. It's the first game, dude. You're setting a tone.
Now, I do have to say, like, I don't like that dude getting that hit earlier in the inning and then hopping up and down like a fucking rabbit going down a line on a single. Like, it didn't win the game.
Yeah.
Castellanos fucking blows right now. Like, he died. Like, fucking strike out. Was it 3 pitches too, by the way? Oh, it was 4. It was 4 pitches. Oh, I'm sorry, overshot. This dude can't hit the strike zone.
Kind of like Alvarado.
Put Stott on. Bombs up, man.
Fucking. It happens, man. It's 162 games, man. It's the way it goes.
Oh, he's going to be kicking himself. God damn it. Fucking Turner hits that home run. You're like, oh, yeah.
Dude, it looked like they turned the game around. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, I got to tell you, like, they're not wearing him the night. Dude, this guy can't hit the strike zone. I got to tell you, Milwaukee, I think we had this discussion before. I hate their colors.
Who's that?
I hate blue and yellow, the combo. It's like an ugly.
Yeah.
Now, they're not wearing the normal. They're wearing the powder blues tonight. But that dark blue and yellow, like the Chargers blue and yellow that they wore, like with Phillip Rivers. I hate that combo.
Really?
Not the powder blue. I like the powder blues. The dark blue and yellow. It makes me, I just hate it.
Really?
Hate it. Yeah. I think it's hideous. I think it's the worst color combination. I don't know why.
I think the worst color combination is the fucking Seattle Seahawks. When they wear them fucking bright.
Oh, well,
jerseys.
see, I'm not. Yeah, but the silver and green. I kind of like the silver and green.
I do like their silver out. Yeah.
Yeah, like that. I'm not talking about alternate uniforms. I'm talking about like your actual team colors.
Mm-hmm.
See, there wasn't a guy on base. We're in the fucking 3rd right now. Yeah, they're gonna lose this one.
Yep.
This fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's a bad loss.
They've had quite a few of these the last few weeks.
It's either been like a
the one when they
comeback euphoria win, or
come back against, when he came back against the Giants and he lost an extra innings. That sucked. What was the other one?
That's what's a bit concerning lately. Although
their bullpens,
they
like you're saying that they have a better bullpen than last year, but their bullpen's given up a lot.
Lately, they have been. Yeah,
lately, yeah.
Kimball's been.
But it's concerning. Like they've gone on this tear. They're hitting all these home runs. They're coming from it. They're giving up a lot of runs, though.
They are. Because, yeah. In order to have comeback wins, you have to give up runs. Like, yeah.
Gotta feel bad for this kid right now, man.
He'll be all right, man.
Giving up that boot. Not even a boot, a missed ball. And he's going to ground out to end the game. You really lost. You really lost the game.
Ironically, he grounds out on the same fucking play that he booted.
Yeah, right.
It was literally
right
there.
down the line, yeah.
A guy was there positioned and actually like kept his glove on the ground to make the play.
God. You know, the media's going to beat him up after this game.
Yeah, and
he's going to beat himself up.
But you know what? You get paid millions of dollars to fucking deal with that shit.
Yeah.
I get
back strong tomorrow, man.
I get beat up for shit at work, and I don't get paid millions of dollars.
That's true. It's true. Miami's only 2.5 out of the wild card.
Only fucking a game and a half up on the Cubs.
Yeah, I know.
No, they're 4 up on the Cubs right now. All right, so
No, they're 4 up. They're 4 up in the wild card.
In the wild card. They're 2.5 up.
They're 2.5 up on the Cubs, yeah.
But you know what? It's 162 games. It happens.
God damn it.
they'll be all right.
How's he the player of the game? Should have been Alec Bohm.
That's fucked up.
All right. That's the end of Boner coverage. We'll see you guys next week. Corner Puff Sports. See you next Friday. Thanks for joining us, guys. Everybody, seriously, thank you.
Cheers, guys.